Welcome to Guys We Fucked. Guys We Fucked.
Guys We Fucked.
I'm Krystyna. I'm Corinne.
We're
sorry about last night. The anti-slut shaming podcast. I never stop.
Hey, fuckers. Welcome to another episode of Guys We Fucked.
It's the anti-slut shaming podcast. I'm Corinne.
I'm Krystyna.
Today's news story. This is actually a really old article, but I did a deep dive, and by deep dive I meat sat on my couch for several hours and watched the Clinton affair on A&E.
That's a deep dive.
It's fucking phenomenal. Well, I love number one. I mean, I lived through it, so it's like it's unlike the stuff they've been doing about like OJ over the past few years. Like that's kind of just like reenacting it, or like the Tanya Harding thing was like reenacting the stuff I already know. The Clinton affair, and like I was around and of an age where I could like understand things and watch the news and take it in, and so I lived that. But there's so much content that you didn't hear initially. Obviously we live in a different world post Me Too. They have an exclusive interview with Monica Lewinsky, and she like never talks about the Clinton affair anymore, like hasn't in years, but A&E got her to talk about it.
Wow.
And there's tape recordings. Paula Jones is in it, who we never really got to know as a full human being last time.
What's her role?
Paula Jones, I mean, is really the link and why all this Monica Lewinsky stuff came out.
She's the one who said...
No, she's another. No. You're thinking of Linda Tripp.
That is one thing.
Linda Tripp is the friend no one wants, and then Paula Jones is another person who got caught up in a sex scandal. I don't want to give too much away if you guys aren't familiar with the story, but basically, like she accused Bill Clinton of when she was working for the Arkansas government of calling her to his hotel room for like a business meeting and then like taking his dick out.
Oh, he Louis C.K'd her.
Yeah, I mean, like he didn't like force.
Well, or Louis C.K. Clinton.
Yeah, it's a similar thing, but it's just very interesting. And I know all the everyone who listens to the podcast has a lot of hard feelings about the Clinton family. This is not like this is neither here nor there about how you feel about the Clintons. It's just an interesting piece. And also keep in mind, like I was around when that really happened.
But I have an opinion.
Well, it's funny to me
but
because
I have an opinion.
Well, it's funny to me when 22-year-old people try to tell me about the Clinton affair, because I was like,
Bitch, you were born in 94.
I was watching the actual news when it was happening. You're watching like bias. You're reading biased pieces, because no matter what, like all news has a little bit of a bias, and so you're only reading the post Me Too era stuff. I was there before that happened, taking it in that way. It's just very interesting. It's not like about a political discussion. What was one of the most interesting things about it, though, was that I learned that Gloria Steinem had written an op-ed defending Bill Clinton in 1998, which was very interesting. And it's obviously it's come back to bite her in the ass a lot. But then I started Googling Gloria Steinem, and obviously a super celebrated feminist, and there's all these attacks on her. So it's like basically whatever you do, and if you try to be good, you're gonna do something wrong, and then people are gonna try to ruin your legacy.
Really? Yeah, you're right.
But it's interesting. So there's a shortened version of it, an excerpted and adapted version that was printed in the New York Times in 2010. So I can read that because it's nice and short. But if you want to read the full article, it's going to have to be it's from March 22nd, 1998. Gloria Steinem, New York Times op-ed. And so she writes, if all the sexual allegations now swirling around the White House turn out to be true, President Clinton may be a candidate for sex addiction therapy. That always makes me laugh. But feminists will still have been right to resist pressure by the right wing and the news media to call for his resignation or impeachment. The pressure came from another case of the double standard. For one thing, if the president had behaved with comparable insensitivity towards environmentalists and at the same time remained their most crucial champion and bulwark against an anti-environmental Congress, would they be expected to desert him? I don't think so. If President Clinton were as vital to preserving freedom of speech as he is to preserving reproductive freedom, would journalists be condemned as inconsistent for refusing to suggest he resign? Forget it. For another, there was and is a difference between the accusations against Mr. Clinton and those against Bob Packwood and Clarence Thomas. Commentators might stop puzzling over the president's favorable poll ratings, especially among women, if they understood the common sense guideline to sexual behavior that came out of the women's movement 30 years ago. No means no, yes means yes. It's the basis of sexual harassment law. It also explains why the news media's obsession with sex qua sex is offensive to some, titillating to many, and beside the point to almost everybody. Like most feminists, most Americans become concerned about sexual behavior when someone's will has been violated. That is, when no hasn't been accepted as an answer. Perhaps we have a responsibility to make it okay for politicians to tell the truth, providing they are respectful of no means no, yes means yes, and still be able to enter high office. Until then, we will disqualify energy and talent the country needs. It's very interesting because, people read this now and they're like, oh, she's just offending a sexual offender. But really, if you're watching the thing, basically what was happening is the Monica Lewinsky thing should never have turned into what it turned into. Like cheating should never have turned into that by any means. But basically, at that time, the country was coming out of a many years of Republican presidency. They were pissed as fuck at Clinton, and they were trying to pick away at his presidency in whatever way they could, no matter if it was something presidential or something personal.
Yeah.
And so everything came together in that way. And I think Gloria Steinem was really just trying to not get him impeached, because that would not look good for Democrats in general. It's so interesting. And there's so much that people you definitely don't know.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Fucking love it.
I know this is different cases, but it kind of reminds me when the FBI was extremely threatened by Dr. Martin Luther King, and
I was thinking
the
of that. Yeah,
only dirt they could get on him was that he cheated on his wife.
Right.
I don't care about what he's done for civil rights is more important.
Well, and that's interesting because that was the absolute perspective back in the 90s, because they interview a ton of people, and on the news, people didn't care. People loved Clinton and they didn't really care what he was doing behind closed doors. And really, when you think about it, I mean, yes, it is. It's a reflection of your character, but
your character in that realm of your brain.
Yeah, and so it's an issue that you want to deal with. Hillary and him.
You're not trying to be president of monogamy.
But these days, something like this, I think, would affect someone's career in a different way, in a harsher way.
I know, and
I'm not talking about like a sexual assault. I'm talking about just like cheating. Obviously, sexual assault is a different thing.
Well, and it's always weird too to me when specifically politicians, because they're the ones who get like outed for it the most. Seek the work of a sex worker, and and then a lot of times they're married. If they're not against sex work, I'm not mad at that. Like I'm not, unless they're trying to campaign against legalizing sex work. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking furious because you're a goddamn hypocrite.
Right.
But if that's not the case, I don't. Why are we putting him on a stake? I don't get it. It doesn't make sense.
It's also really interesting because when you hear this story, obviously, like Paula Jones is accusing him of sexual assault. The Lewinsky thing is cheating. So it's really like if we're gonna concentrate on anything, it should be the Paula Jones case.
Right.
There was a couple other people.
I didn't even know who fucking Paula Jones was. Until you told me.
So it's just they were just like, what angle is the most interesting?
Absolutely.
That we can get at. Who do we have recordings from?
That's why Amanda Knox was fucking blown up in the headlines, is because that one fucking nasty ass journalist was like, what? I'm gonna look at her MySpace. I'm gonna use Foxy Noxy, and I'm gonna like pin her as this like fucking hot chick.
Right.
And that's why everyone's gonna be obsessed with this.
Monica Lewinsky's also just like, it was a better sell. She was an intern. She was young. She was in the White House. So she was a better kind of poster girl. Whereas Paula Jones was kind of like, for lack of a better word, a little bit of a hick, for lack of a better word.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. So
hey,
small
I
town,
come from Hickville, USA.
And cool. So it's like you're going from like, what do we want to sell? What do we want to sell the people?
Yeah.
Loved it.
Life, man. You guys, there's a lot of stuff happening, a lot of shit going on. People are yelling on the news. Everyone's yelling at each other. And that's why we need sponsors like Talkspace. Oh, I'm sorry for that transition. The online therapy company that lets you message a licensed therapist from anywhere at any time. Even if you're taking a shit, they don't know. Just don't tell them that. That's rude. Can't imagine fitting another appointment in your life because you're too busy on the toilet. Well, with Talkspace, therapy is as easy as sending your therapist a message. No commutes, no leaving the office, no judgments. The Talkspace platform has over 2,000 licensed therapists who are experienced in addressing life challenges we all face. Like, I can't get on the toilet. Well, that you might want to see like a gastrointestinal person. To match with the perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, go to Talkspace.com/GWF and use code GWF to get $45 off your first month and show your support for the show. That's GWF at Talkspace.com/GWF. Come see us live. Winnipeg, that's in Canada. We're going to be at Rumors Thursday, January 24th through Saturday, January 26th. We have 5 shows. I have no idea how the ticket sales are, but I'm imagining they're going to sell out because we had to reschedule these dates and people have been talking to us about them. So
we also got like 75,000 emails and tweets from last time when
I was in the wrong province.
Yeah, and again, it's so hard for me not to tweet back when people. It's not that we don't care about Canada, but we don't
understand. There's so much shit to care about here.
We don't. We just like.
I'm exhausted.
You don't do the things the same. I wouldn't expect you to know the capital of Mississippi. Like we just don't.
I don't know the capital of Mississippi.
It doesn't do it. It doesn't do it. It's not the same way, guys. It's weird. We don't have that there. We don't understand it. When you're like everyone's like crying face emoji. Ew, it's Manitoba, not Alberta. That means nothing to us.
Yeah, it
you
really
could literally
doesn't.
be speaking a different language, guys.
I don't.
Sorry,
I still don't.
No disrespect, but we don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't even know what the words Corinne just said are. I can't even repeat them. Tomorrow, Saturday, December 1st at 7:30 p.m. Wendy Starling and I are co-hosting Glamour Puss at Zinc Bar, which is at 82 West 3rd Street. We have a really fucking fun show for you. Virtually every single performer is a Guys We Fucked past guest, and we have some surprises. I'm very excited. If tickets have not sold out yet, get them. If they have, we release 10 door tickets for $20 each at the door, 21 and up.
And then on December 31st, I don't know what day of the week it is, but it's New Year's Eve, so you're gonna fucking know what day it is. Me and John Campanelli will be doing like some kind of like a stand-up show that's like for lovers who aren't lovers, maybe like a Sonny and Cher, even though I know they were married.
Oh, that's fun.
But he'll be alive. It's gonna be at New York Comedy Club in the East Village, and it'll be an early show, like 5:30 or 6 p.m. So you can come to the show and then you could go fucking do whatever you do on New Year's in the East Village afterwards and have a great old night. More details coming, but just like if you were like, what do I do for New Year's? I'm so alone. Come be alone with us. Don't come and fucking make out with someone in the audience because I'll kick you out.
Wait, does that happen?
Well, it's New Year's, a very romantic holiday.
Oh, yeah, but like 5:30.
This is like specifically meant. Well, the thing is, like New Year's Eve is the one day of the year when you go out earlier because you have to like have your
somewhere at midnight.
Yeah, and because once the ball drops, like the party's kind of like it's kind of over a lot.
Yeah, which I kind of like that because
so
I'm like,
I'm
gonna
start
go to bed
early. Yeah. So you're gonna start early on New Year's. So that's why I was like, okay, we'll start early, baby cakes. And if you're starting early, you're gonna need food in the fridge. So thanks, Blue Apron. Support for today's show comes from our friends at Blue Apron. They've been with us for so long. Really appreciate that. Blue Apron delivers fresh, perfectly portioned ingredients that you can use to cook incredible restaurant quality meals in as little as 20 minutes right to your door. Just choose from a variety of step-by-step chef designed recipe options, all with insanely delicious flavors. Then get rid of your grocery list and let Blue Apron do the meal prep for you. Whether you're looking for quick and easy meals or a full culinary cooking experience, Blue Apron has you covered. Blue Apron's super fun. I use ingredients that I would have never thought to pull off the shelves at a supermarket because honestly, a lot of times I'm like, I don't even know really like what ethnic cuisine that goes with.
Like Manitoba and Alberta, I don't really know what the fuck I'm looking at.
What does that smell like? Is that sour? Is that sweet? Is that zesty? What does zest mean? How do you zest a lime? I don't know. All these things are great questions that you can have answered and explained to you as you're cooking your Blue Apron. And it also gives you these cool cards that have pictures and really clear instructions so you don't get gook all over your phone.
Those pictures help, man.
And then you can save them. And if you're real, I guess, ghetto, you could staple them together and make your own little cookbook.
Oh, that's my dad does that.
Yeah, I mean, I save them too.
He puts he has a 3-ring binder.
Yeah,
and he bought a whole punch just for his Blue Apron cards.
That's really cute.
I know.
I was saving for a while, but then I've been trying to make myself not a hoarder, so I threw out a ton of shit, and I did throw those out, but the recipes will last forever in my heart. So check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free at blueapron.com/GWF. Again, that's blueapron.com/GWF to get your first 3 meals free. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
But how are you going to cook if you don't know what time it is, Corinne?
Uh-oh.
Founded on the belief that style shouldn't break the bank, Movement watches are all about looking good while keeping it fucking simple. They don't tell you how many steps you've taken or blow your wrist up with texts. That's actually a really good point because that's so fucking annoying when you try to talk to somebody and they're fucking trying to communicate with somebody else on their goddamn watch.
Or when you're with someone and you're texting them shit about the other person you're with and then it pops up on the watch and you're like, fuck, I didn't know you had a fucking smartwatch, you dumb.
You dumb bitch. Time to get a movement watch. And a dumb bitch can mean a man or a woman or an undecided, okay? And I mean that with all my heart. They tell time like timepieces should. Ooh, I like that line. It's kind of like, ugh. I like when people wear watches. I like really nice watches. And I didn't realize that a lot of times like a nice watch is so fucking expensive.
Oh my God, yeah.
But now with movement watches start at just $95. Meanwhile, you're looking at $400 for the same quality from a traditional brand.
And that's if you're poor, honestly.
Oh, really?
James was very into watches. I spent a lot of time in watch stores. Paula also
much
worked
is
at
like
a watch store. Like thousands.
Oh my God.
Like 10K.
All right.
Like more than.
Are you going to keep it in a golden chest? It's no wonder Movement has sold almost 2 million watches in over 160 countries because, you can be whatever country. Time is time. Mm-hmm. If you need help giving the perfect gift this season, but don't know where to start, the guys over at Movement have got your back in a consensual way. They're really great guys. I know them personally. Hi, Jed. That's not their name. I don't know them. They did all the hard work by curating their favorite styles into awesome gift boxes and packages, so you don't have to. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/GWF. Movement's launching new styles on their site all the fucking time. Check out their latest at mvmt.com/GWF. Again, if you didn't hear me the first fucking time, it's mvmt.com/GWF. Join the movement.
All right. And after you're eating, you know what time it is.
Oh no, it's the best time now.
You're going to have the best day of your life, everyone. You're going to open up a box from
Fat fucking fun.
Give the gift that keeps on giving. And honestly, that sounds like a propaganda sentence, but it could not be truer. Okay. Holy shit. FabFitFun is a great gift to yourself or to a loved one.
I concur.
Surprise your mom or sister or gay brother. They didn't put that, but it's applicable with the winter box as a holiday gift or to show thanks. FabFitFun is a seasonal subscription box delivered 4 times a year with full-size fashion, beauty, home, fitness, and wellness products for just $49.99 a box. It's a great way to discover new brands and products, and it's a fantastic value. Many products' individual value is more than the entire cost of the box. And they're not fucking with you. This is not like stuff. This is not like you're going to like a, Marshall's, God bless them, but that stuff is expired. Okay. This is new stuff.
That hot chocolate was from 92.
Yeah.
When Linda Tripp was like, hey, you guys, Monica Lewinsky said Brooklyn's dick.
It's like self-tan. You're like, why is this burning? Okay, like, no, this is real stuff. It's new. It's stuff that you want. It's stuff that like the young kids are using. I got so much great skincare, like a lot of exfoliants, and they're not fucking around because I loved one of the exfoliants they put in my box so much that I went to buy it. That alone was $70.
Damn.
And it was a good thing. So even if you like 2 of these things, you're still making out. And then, as I always say, you have the extra gifts to give friends. If you forget a birthday, you put it in a little bag.
So fucking clutch.
Yeah. It's so good. I love it.
This is a great sponsor, you guys.
We love the product.
I love FabFitFun so much.
I can't even describe it. Like it really makes my day when I get these.
FabFitFun for dudes.
Yeah. Oh God.
But I don't know if a guy would appreciate. But I just appreciate it so much.
It would have to be like a metrosexual guy.
It would have to be like
who likes products.
No, what would the adjectives be? It wouldn't be FabFitFun. It would be like jacked.
Yeah.
Horny.
Yeah.
And cool as fuck.
Yeah. Wait. It should be like jacked, horny, hung.
Oh,
that would be good.
Okay, no one could take that.
Jacked, horny, hung. Because then
that's got a ring to it.
Like you get the box, and then
feel like your dick is huge.
Yet everyone's like, "Wow, does this guy have a special service for a big dickness?"
Jacked, horny, hung. That's all it is, man.
Okay, so that's what it's like to get your. It says describe what it felt like to get your box, and I think
I felt like I was jacked, like I was horny, and like I was hung.
Oh my God, this box, it's taking me. And sometimes I'm like, I don't need all this because I'm, but yeah, and then I'm like thinking should I give some of it away to relatives? But then I'm like, do I like them this much worth? Are they
$70?
Are they a $69.99 relative, or is this more of like a $20 relative?
Yeah, like a $5.
$5
below.
I have a small family. No one's $5. So guys, sign up for FabFitFun today. FabFitFun boxes make amazing gifts for the holidays, and that's like a fun thing because it's like, oh, it'll show up later. Just kidding, I didn't forget. Use our code GWF because this.
Yo, I forget all the time.
Sometimes a family member who doesn't always show up shows up, and then
you're like, oh no,
and then you have
it's
to
in the
go,
mail.
You have to like go in your pocket and be like, I got you this Pez. I got you Pez in this.
Who keeps Pez in their pocket? You probably do.
Tissue. Sometimes it spills.
I got this travel size Diva Curl. It's for you. I know you have straight hair, but whatever.
Guys, use our code GWF to get $10 off your first box. Go to fabfitfun.com to sign up. You got the box for a life well lived. Again, it's promo code GWF. That gets you $10 off your first box. That's over $200 for $39.99. Someone wrote us and was confused. So the original price of the box is $49.99. Then you use the code GWF. That's $10 off. And then that takes you down mathematically to $39.99.
A lot of numbers right now, Corinne.
Someone was mad. They're like, it didn't go down to $29.99. I'm like, it's not.
Never did.
The discount price is $39.99, and they are giving you so much. What more do you want from FabFitFun? Okay, guys, they're giving this shit away.
It's all the adjectives you could need.
They're giving away. They say over $200. I would say well over $200. Okay, and they're not paying me extra.
Yeah,
to
Corinne
say
does
that.
research on that shit. She knows.
Oh, I know. Well, I know the price of these skincare products, and they're not fucking around.
They're fat. They're fat. They're fat. Speaking of fucking around, just kidding. Dude, I went to London with my best friend Melissa.
I heard.
Wow. I never made it a point to travel in my life, mostly because I'm broke as fuck.
Right.
But you don't have to be rich to travel. And my best friend and I, we went on a 7-day vacation to London. I fucking love London.
Yeah.
God,
great.
Damn it, I love that city.
Great place.
The people are fucking fantastic. One thing I noticed, not a lot of horn honking. People hear horns honking all the goddamn time on this podcast because I live on a very busy street, but people are just angry. I live by an entrance to a tunnel, and hope that doesn't give away where it's fine. Whatever.
You've said a lot before. If people really wanted to find you, they could.
Don't. So yeah, and I just always hear honking, and we like Melissa and I were like, no one's angry. Wait, why aren't they angry? There's like a guy that just ran in front of the car and they didn't even honk.
Well, I think they're holding in the feelings.
Well,
it's good because you don't have to deal with it.
Maybe it is that. Yeah, that's awesome. I fucking loved London. I just love the people who are in London. I think it's just an amazing place. And I think that I forgot that I've always heard people say that traveling the world makes you feel more of a person. It makes you figure out yourself more.
Eat, pray, love, baby.
Dude, and to be immersed in somebody else's culture is a great way to look at your own culture and what do you like about it. We don't. It was just such an amazing fucking experience. And I've been going to therapy a lot lately, meaning once a week. That was the usual. But like my therapist is one of the most amazing human beings ever. And last time Melissa and I went on a vacation together, we got into a fight and it was my fault. But like I was nervous because I don't want to do that. Like she's my best friend and I love her like a sister. So when we fight, it's fine, but I just really didn't want to. But I feel like this therapy,
especially I know it's not international last time, but this is like super international.
Yeah, and but I think one of the reasons why, like, I feel like just more of a calmer person in general, because one of the things my therapist said was, she said, first of all, she goes, you are so confessional with people and like on the podcast and with all your friends because you don't want to deal with the feelings. You want other people to deal with them. And I was like, you got me there, doc. But also too,
really interesting.
Yeah, but I agreed. Like I do take what she says with a grain of salt, but I also agree with everything she says. And also too, when someone approaches you, like because Melissa and I are so close, like this happens with us, and my mom certainly does it to me, and I have other people in my life who do it to me, where they'll like be upset and it feels like they're upset at me, and I'm really incapable of letting people just be upset. What happens is I automatically assume responsibility for having to fix it, and I get mad at them. And so I've really been trying to be cognizant of that lately, and I'm just like a calmer person. I'm just happier. I'm really good. I don't know what it is about me that is when you're attracted, it's rare that I'm attracted to people. I talk about that a lot. But when like the 3 people that you are attracted to, 2 have a girlfriend and 1 has a wife, at one point it's you know?
Well, I have to figure out who this is in my head. It's sometimes you're talking and it's like I'm like doing a translation in my head.
Well, the first person was the guy in London.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Which I mean, we didn't even really get to know each other, but we had this crazy spark that I loved. And he was going to hang out with us, and then we were going to meet up with him, and then he's like, I can't, I'm too attracted. I'm too attracted to you. I'm like, well, great, but I mean, I wasn't trying to fuck him. He's a girlfriend, but I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to do. And then my therapist was like, well, maybe you're attracted to men who aren't available because secretly deep down, you know, you're not ready for a relationship. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm fucking doing great. I feel good.
You can be great without being ready for a relationship, though.
Yeah. How do you know if you're ready? I mean, I don't know anybody who's single, but I love. I don't know. I guess I'm a relationship person.
And there's different levels of relationship. There's like like you're ready for a serious relationship.
I don't want that.
For me, that's all I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Like I'm not really interested in anything else. Like I have no interest in like randomly fucking people. Like my vagina's sore.
I don't want a fuck buddy anymore.
No.
And then this fucking God, man, I don't know what it is. Like this married person. This vibe is it's very palpable and it's very confusing. And then this other guy that I was seeing a while ago, he started texting me. I told you about this.
Bad news.
I was fucking so angry.
Yeah.
And I was glad I was angry because usually with men, I let them walk all over me. If I like them, I succumb to that and I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe he didn't mean it. And like all my friends would be like, that guy's a douchebag. I'm like, you're just jealous.
Yeah.
No, they're not. This guy that I was seeing, and then was in a relationship. He started texting me and then we were talking about random shit. And then he was like, he's like, is it just me or is it kind of hard not to get sexual when we talk? And I'm like, oh yeah, no, it kind of is because I'm very attracted to that person. And then he was telling me how he was gonna jerk off to me that night, but he was like, I don't want to confuse you. And I was like, wait, hold up.
Yes, I read these texts.
Do you have a girlfriend? And he goes, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Do I have a sign on my back that says you got a girlfriend or a wife? Come down to Krystyna town.
Well, like for that person, the other obviously London I don't know about.
Yeah.
The other one I have, we talk about privately, but like this person I gave one chance to. Now I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Now it's a hard no forever.
Well, but all my friends, I would tell them all the things. You know more because you know this person too, but like they're all like, dude, that guy, no. What are you doing? Well, like my friend Claire, like listened to a thing of him, and she was like, nah. And I was like, isn't he great? And they're like, nah. I'm like, oh fuck.
Well,
like
you always do that.
I know. I hate that.
But the thing is, you are going to find someone, and you are going to say, isn't he great? And maybe everyone else won't see it. Everyone, because it's like that's why that's your person because you think they're great.
Think they're great.
There's very few people who everyone thinks is great. However, with this person though, what the fuck? This thought just left my head. But God, you think this goes back to my theory that I know you don't want it to be true,
but if it is, I gotta hear it.
And I know you think, and it's very hard for me. But I'm like, I knew he just didn't want to hang out as friends. Like you got to stop hanging out with people as friends.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially when it's not like your friend Jeff, like who you've always been friends. It's always been like that, and you've started like when you're very young. You're 30 years old now. This is a person whose the relationship was always sexual in nature to start. Like he does not want to be friends, even if you want to be friends with him.
Well, I wanted to be friends with him so I can feel in control, so I don't feel like I'm succumbing to his dick.
But he wants to be friends with you because he doesn't want anyone in the industry mad at him, and it's easier like if he has lunch with someone every now and then that he doesn't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want. Just no one wants friends. I mean, I feel like I live life masculinely, and I also don't want friendship. I don't want to have friend lunches with like people I actually do like.
Totally. And some of the time, it is fun to have lunch with a friend who's a guy who you are sexually like, ooh, there's like kind of but this is a different situation.
Yeah.
But I was glad that when I thought that these text messages were his way of saying I'm single.
Agreed. And I read them too, and I also thought
I was like, oh, he's single. Fuck yeah. I mean, I know we're not gonna date, but like, oh, all right. And then but back to Fuckstown with this person is not a good idea. And then when he's like, no, I have a girlfriend, I'm like, I just immediately every ounce of attraction that I've ever had towards this person left my body.
Good, because
thank God.
And it's like, I mean, obviously, like beyond fucking, like obviously you can't date this person because if this is how he treats his girlfriend now,
right?
Fuck.
But it's so nice. I'm like, oh, all that. I didn't have a lot of weight on me towards this person, but I had a little bit.
Sure.
And now just like just Joe Schmo on the goddamn street, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And
freeing.
then I've just really wanted to get fingered lately. Melissa and I almost I looked up to see if there was male sex workers in London. We're gonna hire two.
Paying them in pounds?
Oh yeah, I guess we would have to pay him in pounds. Oh my god. Well, I didn't get that far because we didn't do it. But yeah, we were. Oh, the guys in London are so fucking hot. Oh my god. We were at a McDonald's and we had been to a bar and then we went to McDonald's and then and the guy behind the counter was like from a romance novel cover. I'm like, you people here are fucking gorgeous.
Was it just the accent though?
It wasn't. I asked myself that and I looked at him from afar and I was like, if he was like, hey, how y'all doing? I'd still be like,
interesting.
Can I sit on your face?
Yeah, I think that should be a test for all British people. Should have to do an American accent, and if I still want to fuck you,
I want to date a guy with an accent. I've decided because it's just entertaining.
Oh, see, I don't.
Oh, why?
I just don't. I don't know. I like trashy American, like a Boston.
Oh, I love that
Island.
too. Oh, Long Island. Oh my god. Yeah, I love that too. That's good too.
Do you sound like an impractical joker? Sign me up. Okay.
I just really want to get fingered. And then I was talking to all my girlfriends and like, do people finger anymore?
Yeah, I told you I fingered this summer in a car and it was great.
But like once this summer.
I mean,
I want to be fingered all. If I'm seeing somebody, finger me a lot.
Oh, I don't want to be fingered all the time.
Not
it was
all
a special
the time,
treat.
but like, really?
Mm-hmm. I don't trust men's hands. Most times, I have to Purell that. Men have real dirty hands. I know they have finger condoms. I would actually use that for that instance.
I mean, that wouldn't bother. Yeah, I mean, that's probably pretty smart.
And also protects from the nail. Honestly, because that better be like that can't be bigger than taller than the skin. Otherwise, we're in trouble.
Right. And then a friend of mine showed me this one website or this Instagram
fingerme.com.
Well, it was one of the 3 people I'm talking. Well, not the whatever. It's like an Instagram account of a girl fingering fruit, and it's really fucking hot. And I'm like, that's how I want to get fingered.
Oh, I thought you were looking for like a holiday job.
No, but
because I know someone who does fruit stuff on the internet.
Oh, I was like, who fingers?
No, she does fruit stuff on the internet for monies.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. That's really funny.
Yeah.
Everyone's like offended by this girl's fucking Instagram account. Wait, let me pull it up because I think it's really interesting. Sorry.
Wait, who's everyone? I didn't even hear about this fruit fingering account.
Well, there's like articles about it. Whatever. It's just chick.
People have too much time. There's too many freelance millennials. That's why there's a fucking article about this.
What's your job? I have an Instagram account where I finger grapefruit. But it has like 300,000 followers.
Wow, really?
I work at Rite Aid and I'm miserable and this bitch. Oh, but hey, everyone finds their niche. But anyway, I just want to say that fingering is a great thing and people should do it more often.
But you got to learn the technique. Don't jam it up there.
You have to learn the technique. Bad fingering is so bad, but good fingering, Yahtzee.
Bad fingering's like a Mormon at your door. Like just ring, 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 ring. No one's home.
I was like, where are you going with that? Oh, that's
Halloween.
Funny.
Go home. You're not allowed out.
Good fingering is like swimming in a pool full of noodles.
Oh
like
my
that lady on Patch Adams.
Yeah, it does feel good. I don't. You have like a stroke.
Just slow fingering. Slowly touch my clit. Mm-hmm. Please, somebody touch my clit. All right, how are you doing? I'm so horny.
It's so funny because like you want to have sex so bad, like, and
so
I like
bad.
do not want to have. And I have.
But you've been having
people.
It.
No, I have people who want to have sex with me. Well, I did have it like pretty recently, and then
how recent?
And then like a week ago,
really?
And I and I've been avoiding that person because I don't want to have sex.
With that person or
in general.
Why?
And it's going to hurt that person's feelings, but I just don't want to have sex with anyone. And I don't know how to be like, can you keep
It's not personal.
Yeah, no, it's not personal. It's also not it's not
okay.
it's not I don't know what it is. I don't know. I just don't.
You just don't want to.
There's just, it always comes a time. I mean, not always, like, it didn't with like, James or Frank, but like there always comes a time, or there often comes a time when I'm like literally like someone's inside me and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Oh yeah. That's
like, and then maybe never again.
Well, that's why I was saying that one time that I had very bad sex. It was depressing and I was angry and I was like,
sex wasn't bad, though. That's not the problem. Sex is fucking amazing. Some of the best sex I've ever had.
Oh.
Like truly great sex, but like it's like it's not a physical. It's not. No one's doing anything wrong physically. I just don't want to. I don't know. I mean, shut down.
When I'm having sex with somebody consistently, I gotta be kept on my toes, and when I'm not, I'm kind of like, sex, whatever.
Yeah, no, I think it's like an emotional breakdown and I was,
that you're having.
Yeah, well, because I for a lot of times when I was seeing this person, I was also like I was still talking to James about having sex with this person. So I think when you pair them together, it became a full relationship. And then so I started more experiencing problems when I stopped talking to James, and then I was like,
oh,
I see. This is very interesting. I'm going to do some reflection on that.
Yeah.
Ran it by some peeps. some professionals. And I mean, like, that's like, I mean, my theories about what is wrong with me are usually pretty spot on, which I'm proud of.
What are your theories?
Well, I mean, like what exactly what I thought was happening, which was I was creating one full relationship out of 2 half relationships. Oh. And I was like, whoa, didn't even know that was possible. Hey, surprise yourself every day.
You're building a patchwork quilt.
Yeah, so I was just like, oh, I don't really want to deal with this right now.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot. And I always forget too. It is nice. I do have a crush on somebody, but they're not available, so that's tough. Even though we talk, but then we don't do anything, but they're not available. It's a time suck when you're seeing somebody who is available. So that's the downside about seeing someone who's available. It's a time suck.
It's a time suck.
And you know, I am going on a date. I think I told you this with this hot guy. The guy, I'll tell you later. I don't want to give him away. But holy shit, I thought this person was hot for a very, very...
yes.
I mean...
Yeah, I know who that is.
Wow. And I'm like, ugh. Even if it doesn't go well, it's fine. But I'm like, oh, that just makes me happy. Okay, cool. Someone who's not...
Well, it's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
That's that's all good.
Okay, if you want to email us, the email address is sorryboutlastnightshow@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter, SRY_NYT, sorry about last night and all the other stuff. I'm Krystyna Hutch on everything.
I'm philanthropy gal on everything. Oh, and just one other heads up I wanted to mention. And this happens every time I talk about a medical experience. It happened with my OBGYN. It happened with the endocrinologist. Okay, so I love you guys, but I got literally, 1,000 between DMs, tweets, and emails about to give out the name of my endocrinologist. That's never going to happen. I'm never giving out someone's name because can you imagine that doctor would be fucking flooded? They would kill me.
And then he'd have no time for you.
They would. Well, I mean, he wouldn't. I would get in, like he would yell at me. You can't do that. Like,
oh, you can't.
And I mean, like,
that's a big. Yeah,
he
it's
would
a big
be happy.
clap.
He doesn't need the business. I already had to wait 2 months to see this person. So number one, like, I'm not saying this is not the only doctor in the world that can help me. It's not the only doctor in the world that can help you. Do what I did.
Do research.
Yeah, do what I did. No one gave me a recommendation. What I did was I went to my healthcare plan's website. I typed in the type of doctor I needed, and then I read the reviews and looked at the ratings. You read the reviews, the ratings, like, because also what I look for in a doctor might not be what you look for in a doctor. Like, I once had this like really cold-hearted Russian dermatologist that I think a lot of people would have hated. I fucking loved this bitch.
Dude, I had a cold-hearted Russian dermatologist too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I would go in and she'd be like, ugh. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, and like that's what I like. But then, you know what you like, and it's also just like, you know, I think it's like a lesson in doing the work. Everyone has to do the work. We're giving you the tools on this podcast. We can't just like give you the code, give you the name, give you this kind, stuff. We can't.
It's
do
like
that.
if you want to get into comedy and you go, how do I get into comedy?
Yeah.
I understand like sharing tips, but like don't. Sometimes people come up to us with that question. I'm like, you figure it out.
Yeah.
The advice: go to open mics, go see shows, say what you think is funny.
Yeah.
Other than that, figure it out.
Right. Well, and jumping onto it because I know healthcare sucks and it's difficult and it's frustrating. Just jumping off of it, from an endocrinologist, if you're experiencing the same kind of issues I was experiencing, is not even the proper doctor to go to. This guy just saw that I was in duress and was like, I know how to help you, so I'm going to help you immediately, so you don't have to go to another doctor. However, I went to him thinking I had a thyroid problem. I do not have a thyroid problem. I have insulin resistance. So there's a nutritionist there too. So they put me on keto and they put me on metformin. Keto meaning the diet. Metformin is a medicine, but he's not the proper doctor to go to for those things. He did all those tests, and then he was just like,
Corinne, what's his name though?
He was just like, I happen to know how to help you. So like, endocrinologist is really thyroid only. And honestly, when you go in a waiting room to an endocrinologist's office, it's mostly old people. It's not really a lot of young people experiencing that. But yeah, you have to, I did a lot of research, a lot of trial and error. And like,
you have to be your own best advocate.
And and like, you might be sick or you might just be fat, so I don't know. Like,
right.
A lot of people
it might be diet. It might be.
So many people are emailing me and I'm like, well, maybe everyone's not, I don't know what you guys are doing. Like, and some people are genetically heavy.
Right. And I was also watching some Netflix fucking thing. There's a billion goddamn shows on Netflix now.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what this one was called. But it was about like, if you gain weight, you become overweight and then you lose the weight, you'll actually your body will go into starvation mode and try to get back to your highest weight. And that's why it's so fucking hard to keep weight off for people, because they're so goddamn starving all the time. And it documented this one woman who was, I don't know, she's like 300 pounds or something. And then she lost weight. She was down to like 175. But her body was hungry as if her body was like, you need to be 300 pounds. I'm like, that sounds terrible.
I was like, I'm not hungry. But yeah, like there's different things that people are going through. And you just have to, you gotta just figure it out. Figure it out, baby.
Subject to this email: help, I can't stop queefing. Hi, Corinne and Krystyna. I'm going to save the sappy shit, but I want you to know your podcast has been completely eye-opening and transforming in my life. Before listening, I was scared to explore my sexuality and try new things. I've now gained the confidence to talk to my boyfriend and try new things. We used to only really do missionary, but recently we have communicated what each of us desires sexually. Handcuffs, public sex, you name it. Anyway, one of the positions that we have tried is doggy style. Every time that we do this position, I cannot, no matter how hard I try, stop queefing. Luckily, we have been dating for almost 6 years and can laugh it off. Well, yeah, you gotta laugh off a queef. What else you gonna do? Still, I get really embarrassed because I feel like it takes away from my sexiness. It's gotten to the point where I confronted him and said that I don't want to do this position anymore because of this issue. I feel bad because I know he is really into ass play and enjoyed that position. He told me that he didn't mind the sound of it, but I still get really embarrassed by it. Also, recently, I've been thinking about breaking up with him. Oh, that's a totally separate issue. Hopefully, it's not because of the queefing. But it scares me to one day have sex with other people and run into this issue with someone that I'm not comfortable with. The issue is preventing me from exploring sex with other people because I'm scared. Well, you also have a boyfriend. Do you have any tips on how to stop queefing? I've tried looking it up online. The number one recommendation is to just not do this position. I'm sure I'm not the only woman with this issue, so I feel like it would be beneficial for a lot of women to hear about this and hear what you have to say. I like this email because I don't like queefing either. Like, I don't like it. No guy I've ever been with, I don't do it a lot, but no guy I've ever been with has made it weird at all. They're like, but they always take it as a compliment because I am wet.
Yeah,
my vagina is lubricated.
Yeah.
You are arousing me. I'm gonna queef if you're railing me from behind.
Yeah, I mean, no adult is laughing at queefing.
Well, I mean, it's funny though. It does some of the queefs.
Oh,
some of the queefs.
I mean,
I laugh. Mine are like, well, I haven't queefed in a long time because I haven't had sex. But mine, the last time it happened years ago, was it was more like a. Oh, and I'm like, oh man.
Okay,
that's funny.
Yeah, I was like, mine are usually like if you're making like unless it's silent in the room, I don't even hear them.
Oh man, you hear mine. It's like you hear it and your immediate instinct is, do we have to clear the room? But you're like, oh no, it's just a queef.
Oh god.
I also did some online research. Some other tips in addition to not only doing that position doggy style. I've also, queefing for me never happens in doggy style. It always happens a lot of times when the guy's on top or if I'm like putting my hips up in the air. Slow down the pace of the thrusting. You can thrust less deeply by wrapping your fingers around the base of the guy's cock to decrease the depth of penetration, which, I mean, do you really want that though?
In
that's
doggy
the fun part.
style, that sounds terrible.
Well, no, because then that's too much work. What am I, a fucking pretzel?
Yeah.
And then obviously switching positions. But, you know, if you're wet and you're getting railed.
Yeah, I have a tip. Grow up. There you go. You solved that one.
Oh, you might know some queefing when you're submerged in water. Okay, yeah.
Submerged in water? What did you try to get? A UTI?
I don't know.
Don't fucking water.
Some say and also apparently Kegels. I don't know. Some exercising is also the culprit when it comes to causing vaginal flatulence. Can we just call vaginal flatulence? It's like, come on.
Vaginal flatulence.
It's like herstory. Come on, just fucking call it queefing.
Just call it pussy fart and let's all have a great day.
Pussy fart's great. Someone will report having more queefs than normal when it comes to getting into their normal. Dude,
Who did they survey?
I've queefed during yoga.
What?
I know.
How?
Because I probably just get wet.
Oh.
I don't know, but nothing's going in or out of me. But if you really move the air quickly and you go from baby cobra to downward dog, that's a lot of.
What?
I've queefed without a dick in me.
From your vagina?
Yeah. Well, some people can queef on command. I can't do that, but I can queef during yoga.
I don't have the same friends, I guess. I don't know.
Well.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh
Guys,
boy.
our guest. This interview's so funny.
Oh, this was a fun one.
I love this man so much. You got to see him live. Go to his website and all that shit. He is a stand-up comedian. He's the host of Positive Anger, very appropriately named podcast. It's fucking hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Nathan Macintosh.
Faded towers, rusty hooks, telling stories better than books, chocolate memories on the rocks, sun and moon are only clouds, your puzzle pieces
jacked up. I got a spot after this, for God's sake.
You do?
Oh my God.
What time?
12:30.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, we have to rush.
Yeah, I got to be out of here in 10 minutes. We can get this done,
we're gonna
right?
really do a speed interview. Hey, we're here with Nathan Macintosh.
Hey,
Oh.
thanks for having me, guys. Can I tell you this now that we're here? I've told you both together and individually.
Tell us again on air.
I love what you guys have done. I think it's so great, and I'm just I think it's great.
And I was
Thank
like, how many
you.
times he's going to tell us this before we have to book him? And then we finally did.
Imagine
Nate,
if that's
it's
why I
always
keep
very
doing it.
complimentary. You've peaked 8 times so far. I'm just turning your volume down. But yeah,
Okay.
keep it
I'll
at the
lean
same
back.
one.
Yeah, all right.
You know, keep it at the same one.
People listening. How many times is this man gonna peak?
How old are you?
I'm 33.
33.
Yeah.
Okay,
Me
so
too.
Great. Look at us. 85, of
Yeah.
course. I don't know why even.
1988.
Really? No, I didn't know. I figured you were right in the same. Not like in a
It's
bad
3
way.
years. It's not that
It's
big
not
of a
that
deal.
big, yeah.
It's not. No, 30's right in there.
So what's your? I don't know. Obviously we know each other from the comedy scene, but I've
Yeah.
never gotten to like take a deep dive into Nate Macintosh's sexuality.
What do you want?
Where'd it begin? Where'd you grow
Where
up?
did
Yeah, we
it
want the hardcore
begin?
details. You've been with a lady for a long time, so obviously you're
Yes.
doing something right, or you've trapped her.
Big dick.
I was
There
going to ask you if
is
you had a big dick.
big dick. Well, you
Really?
know. No, I don't. Well, what's
Don't
an
be
average?
humble. Be honest.
I don't know. I'm serious. I don't know. When
You
I was
have
okay.
a big dick attitude.
Can I tell you this? Look, let's get it. When I was, I think I grew into my dick. My dick.
You grew into
I'm
your dick.
dead serious. You know how some people have like a big head and then their body.
were you
I
a
had
baby with a big dick?
Yo, when I was like 14, it was a big dick. I remember looking at it being like, I got a big dick.
I think that's really big.
And then I grew into it. Now I think it's like a regular.
How much height did you gain from 14 to 33 in terms of like your body, like not your dick height?
Well, I'm still growing, Krystyna.
Oh,
no,
wow. Oh, that's
I don't
cute.
know, but I mean, I was a really tiny kid. I was a tiny little. I was a really tiny.
you were a
small
tiny kid with a big dick.
Big dick, and nobody cared. I did have.
You tried to like show them?
Well, don't show them
No,
your dick.
I mean like I didn't really. I was really shy and quiet.
Okay.
So I didn't really even start talking to. Okay, first of all, to answer your question, I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
Okay. Yeah,
For,
you're Canadian as fuck.
Super Canadian, but also I have to say Halifax, Nova Scotia, because I just say Canada. Most people in Canada don't even know anything about the East Coast of Canada. So, anyways, I'll actually say, first time I ever had sex, I was 13 years old.
Wow, with that big dick.
Huge dick, rock
Wow.
hard. But when did you guys lose your virginity?
15.
18, you losers. See, when
15.
you're 15, there we go, party.
I'm not a loser. I was waiting to leave Union, New Jersey. I think I'm a fucking winner.
That's
Yeah.
great.
My
yeah.
first dick was City Dick. Thanks.
City dick.
Thank
Bus
you.
pass dick.
It was City Dick. Thanks. It was
Unlimited
a
Metro
model,
card dick.
So I think I'm actually better than you.
Well, you're 100% right. My first time was after a grade 8 exam.
Wow, you really needed a fuck after that.
We were kids. We were legit kids.
Yeah, that's a child.
Yeah, I was. If I could go back, I don't think I would do it again. I was 13. She was 14. Went back to her.
older lady.
Yeah, older like cougar.
Was she in your class? She also in grade 8?
She went to a different school.
Wow.
She doesn't exist.
She was like, big dick, heard it, and then ran to. No, this is all awful. She dated a friend of mine, and then she was into me, and because I was a tiny little fucking weird little kid, I was like, oh, cool, a woman, and I lost a friendship for years over this.
Oh, but you gained it back.
Lady. Yeah. Me and that guy, we don't really talk that much now, but I mean.
Because you fucked his girlfriend.
No, it's 20 years. I mean, can you fucking 14? I didn't fuck. I can tell you the whole story.
Now, when you were 13, did you know you had a big dick?
Yes.
You knew
but I
it
knew,
was...
but because of my tiny little, I had small everything.
Did it weigh heavily in your pants or something?
I measured it. I think most people do.
How many
right?
inches?
At the time, it was like 8 inches.
Wow.
But I was also
8-inch dick on a 13-year-old?
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
talking
impressive.
about. If only the teachers knew. You know what I mean? I could have been getting blown by math, science,
Social
geography.
studies.
Was that hot when we were kids? Oh yeah, that was little Mary Kay Letourneau. That was happening in our youth.
I will say, at 13 or 14, I would have been absolutely terrified. If I'm being dead serious,
If a teacher tried to fuck you,
absolutely horrified.
Pussy. Just kidding.
No, I know. You know what?
You
Actually,
should be horrified. You're a child, and that's an adult person.
but as you grow up, then you're like, I've always thought too. I had like girlfriends in high school, and I never wanted to cheat on them, and now I'm
What
like,
a
what the
hero.
fuck was fucking? Yeah, hero. But I mean, I should have fucked everybody. There was no. What's the? It all goes away. Come on, everything. My biggest thing to anybody that's in a high school, fuck every single person, because none of these people exist 2 or 3 years
well,
later.
with a condom.
Sure. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What am I, an animal? Yeah.
now,
condom.
when
Two
you
condoms
have sex with somebody, do you talk like that?
in bed.
Yeah.
That depends. No, I got a voice.
You got a bedroom voice?
I
Yeah.
was like, I've spoken to you at like a normal level.
Yeah.
So was it in the back of a
Okay,
showroom, or-
we can go back to regular. God. You know what I mean? But
I
it's
know
10
you
o'clock,
like
I'm having a good time.
ranting.
You do whatever you want.
I do.
You be you.
What was I talking about?
Well, the first
Your
time you had
dick.
sex,
Yeah.
and you fucked your friend's girlfriend, your giant dick.
but we didn't fuck, and it wasn't like a giant dick. I was a tiny kid. I really want to specify that. I was a small
so
man.
it's like a bobblehead, but for
the
a dick.
dick grew first, is what I'm trying to say, and then the body came later.
You had a bobble dick.
Bobble dick.
There you go.
100%. Yes. Well, if I fuck it, you know what I mean? The wind
8
took
inches
me.
is still a big dick for a
It's huge.
13-year-old.
Well, it's gone
kid.
now. Now it's just a regular.
A trunk.
But
it's
I
a
mean,
regular dick.
but it would still be minimum 8 inches unless you had an accident.
Was there an accident, Nate? Oh no.
I didn't want to get into this.
Was there a moose accident?
There was a big moose accident. Yeah. I was rock hard one time in the woods, right?
Yeah.
Trying to find myself, and a moose.
Thought it was a salt lick.
A moose licked 2 inches of my dick clean off.
Wait, did your
Wow.
dick get bigger? How big is it now?
No, I don't know what it is now. I'm serious. What am I? I'm an adult man. I pay tax. What am I fucking measuring my dick?
Yeah, every guy is measuring their dick.
I don't.
You know what? It's
I
probably
don't.
because you've been in a relationship for 8 million years.
Yes. So what's the point? You know what I mean?
So when you say the first time you had sex, you didn't really have sex, what does that mean?
Well, we went back to her house. It was the sun was on, and
The sun was on?
fully on.
Is that what Canadians say?
That's what I'm saying right
Okay,
now.
got
Just
it.
picture it in my mind. The sun was on. She had like stuffed animals on her fucking bed. They had to be, you know what I mean?
She's a kid, yeah.
She's a child, and I'm a child. These are two children banging their genitals
Some
together.
adults have.
Can you move your glowworm out of the way,
Vaginal.
please? Hey, your Furby's looking at me.
But I put on a condom, as you do, and it was inside out, I guess. And she was like, she goes, you can't use that one now because if you turn it inside, is this a real thing?
Yeah, someone took very great sex ed because if you put the condom on inside out,
After.
you have to throw it out because
Yeah.
you could get pre-jizz in there.
Yes.
And STIs.
Yes,
can
yes.
transmit.
Imagine if you had a 13-year-old STI. For God's sake, I mean, you're
my
out there.
God, yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, I think that was the first time I'm having sex. How
So
the
did
fuck
you
do
get another condom?
another condom? And then I didn't know how to fuck. You know, I didn't know how to use.
Well, that's kind of good though. You know, like
Yeah.
if you knew how to fuck, I'd be like, "Are you okay?"
Hang on to something. I held on to the top of the bed and just like pulled myself up like pull-ups.
up and down. I mean, that's not the worst approach I've heard, or
Yeah.
I've been present for it. In fact,
Well, that's but as an adult
in
human.
adulthood.
Really?
No. Oh! I had adult sex that was much worse than that.
No hips? Because I was using no hips. I didn't know.
Were you anchoring yourself with your knees?
No.
Or were you truly like limp from the arms down?
I think I
except
was
for your
just like
dick?
full tilt doing pull-ups, but I mean, it didn't last that long. It was literally like 4 fucking.
If you're tight, that could feel okay.
I don't remember. I don't remember the feeling at all. Or are you talking about for her?
Yeah.
I'm
For her,
sure she didn't
yeah.
have a good time. Nobody had a good time.
I'm like, that could feel alright.
You had a good time. You came.
That doesn't mean it was a good time.
Did she come?
Come on.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, imagine.
It's such a dumb thing to ask.
Yeah, a 14-year-old super cum. No. No. Nobody.
How'd you know she wanted to fuck you? How was this even decided?
We had we kind of hooked up before that. This is a real story about the woods. So
yay.
because like, you know, her parents are in a home and my mom is in a home, we went into the woods and I leaned on a rock and she was like, I'm gonna blow you, and I was like,
Fuck yeah.
what a party.
Wait, in a home, you mean like a house or like an old
Like an old
person's
lady.
home?
Yeah, an old
no,
people.
like a house, like a
Okay.
house.
When you say they
what
were
I-
her parents were in a home in America, that means they're in a
nursing
nursing
home.
Well, pick it up, America, you fucking-
They've forgotten each other and their children's
Yes.
identity.
Because I was like, what does this have to do with them being in a nursing home, and why are all your parents so old?
Yeah, I'm like, then fucking a house because they're not there.
My mom was really young, but anyways, no, a goddamn house,
Okay.
a trailer. Let's just just to make, you know, it's not a trailer, but I mean it's a home, house, fuck, whatever, apartment. Really, that's what it was. It was a goddamn duplex.
There we
Okay.
go.
So anyway, and I lived in an apartment. Anyways, we're in the woods, dicks out, rock hard. We're talking, you know, moose jumping from fucking all over the place.
What season was it? Was it cold or hot?
It was like a fall.
Okay.
It was like a fall. Was it a fall? That's what the noise I made instantly when the wind hit my dick. It wasn't warm.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Except
it
in her
was a good
vagina.
time to be getting. I'm gonna quotes head in the woods. I mean, it's
Now,
not
how
head.
was the head she gave you?
She took my dick, right, and licked it, and
Licked it.
Licked
okay,
it.
like a lollipop.
yeah,
or-
like a kid would lick a dick.
You gotta
It was like a
gotta
kid.
start it up somehow.
Yeah, but then she didn't. That was it. There was no like.
She just licked it once.
One and
She
done.
licked it a couple of times, but there was no like jerk. She's a
Like
child,
it was a
and I didn't
popsicle
know.
on a hot summer day.
Like a popsicle and like a Nathan's hot dog, but not whatever. So I don't know where I was going with that because the Nathan's hot dog, you'd eat it. She didn't do that.
And
And it's
Nathan
also
hot dogs are lower,
confusing
less than
that's
8
your
inches.
name, and yeah, a lot of things were wrong.
That
with
is my name. Hot dog Macintosh. There's So anyway, she licked it a couple of times, and then I tucked it, and then I walked her.
So you didn't come?
No. You know what? I came. The first time I ever came was after that action. Was by myself. But anyways,
So wait, you hadn't come ever from masturbation before this?
no, because
Wow, I thought you were not a
Oh.
prude, but I don't know.
I
now.
didn't know. This is maybe there's somebody else out there that has this same kind of story. I didn't
Sure.
know. I thought that the pre-cum was the cum.
Okay.
So
that
I
makes
just
sense.
went. But then I went one day. I went. Let me just keep going. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I would think the urge is still there.
They're just still
'Cause
there.
he didn't come yet.
You still rock hard.
Yeah.
And then I came, and it was like, holy fucking Christ! I was kind of scared.
Yeah.
Because you go, what is this? I didn't know this.
Yeah.
was going to be a
Leaking.
thing. Because like we didn't have like porn when we were. You had to search for
What'd
porn.
you have?
Do you know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
saw porn, but it was. I remember my friend. He goes, buddy, I got this porn. And we went to his house and we just watched it, which is kind of weird. But it was like a detective. He walked into a room and he's like, I can find your husband, but you gotta suck me.
it was
and then
a plot.
it was a plot. He put on
Yeah.
a condom, and there was a whole. You know what I mean? So anyways, yeah, she licked my dick a couple times. I tucked it and fucking walked her to her mom. Her mom came to pick her up in this plaza that we used to live in, and I walked her to her goddamn mom.
Wow. And then you went home and came.
No, not that night. No, I just
Oh.
went home with a dick.
And you didn't get, like, your dick didn't hurt? Your balls didn't hurt because you didn't come yet?
Like from
You
Blue
know,
Ball.
there's a lot of questions here that I got to think back, but I don't. I mean, maybe, but I want to just thought, that's a regular thing.
That's
I
like
don't
not
know.
part of the memory, so
Yeah,
it couldn't
no.
have been that
Okay,
significant.
got it.
Yeah, no. I didn't really know what the fuck it was. You know.
So,
Wow.
did you ever get good at sex? I don't know. I mean, I know that's a rude thing. I don't know.
What if he's still bad and you're really
Still
shamed
pulling
about
up on
it?
the
Yeah,
bed, and
same
people are
moves.
looking at their watch. I say people like I'm banging everybody. Girlfriend just glaring
Wait,
at her
how
watch.
long have you been with your girlfriend?
Oh man, long time. We've been together fucking 9 years.
Did you move from Nova Scotia together?
No,
Okay,
And
you
now
met
I'm
him
gonna-
here?
I'm
No.
going to ask you the question that I got asked all the time. Why ain't you married?
because I didn't grow up in marriage. My dad left when I was a kid, right? So I didn't know him, and I didn't grow up. I just don't think of it as a thing. I think of it more as like a big waste of fucking time and money. Is the
might be
thought.
right.
I posted about this yesterday, but I think it's like a wedding is just two families having a prom. It's just like a disgusting display of fucking garbage.
But what if it was like eloping?
That's fine. I'm not against the idea of like whatever. I just don't want to do the big fucking parade. You get a goddamn elephant. The receiving
that is
line.
Doing an
lot.
Indian wedding?
I'm gonna do an Indian wedding. Well, she's West Indian. I mean, we wouldn't, but I mean, it's just the whole thing
Does
is
she
like,
not want to get married?
not really. Like, no, it's
That's-
not. You
then
know what I
that
mean?
works.
Yeah, I'm not. We're not. It's not like a constant battle. She didn't bring it up. She doesn't know. You know what I mean? It's
You've
just
brought
like
it up in 9 years?
it's been talked about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been talked about.
What is the conversation?
I have brought it up before, being like, I mean, just in terms of like, what the fuck are we doing? And then she'll be like, well, I mean,
That's how you started it? What the fuck are we
seriously.
doing?
Well, this is how I talk all the time, and
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
really
yeah.
like, I don't put on a thing for her.
You
This
sugarcoat it,
is
yeah.
what it is. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is this? And
I hope you have thick walls. Your neighbors must fucking hate you.
and then
I bet when you come, you're like,
yeah, it's a lot of high pitched squawking. They picture like a peacock coming.
like there's a lesbian orgy happening in there.
What a waste of time that is. Can I just say, as a man who grew up when I was watching porn, friends of mine, I think they did it by like because they thought they had to. They were like, look at all these women. I'd be like, where were the dicks? Those
aren't real lesbians.
No,
though.
I know, but I was even as a man, I was always like, but I don't want to see what a woman could do with a woman. As stupid as it sounds,
Really?
like, wait,
Yeah.
get a dick in there for me.
Yeah.
I got a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you want to see yourself projected into the image.
They're good for nights when you hate men, though, and you just need to see
Sure.
You just want to see a woman really enjoying herself.
pleasure exists elsewhere.
Hey, I hate men sometimes. You know, I'm not.
You do?
Yeah, I'm not. What am I, an activist? I'm not out there fucking. Do you know what I mean? I got. You know, there's things. I actually stopped watching porn. Not that really has anything to do with fucking.
Well, why'd you stop watching it?
Because it's like I don't want to.
Because your girlfriend is enough.
Imagine that was my answer.
Oh my God.
Because I'm in love
I've
with...
gotten that on stage before when I asked. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
No, it's
she
disgusting.
watches porn.
Of course she does. And also, that's a disgusting answer. That's nobody's enough. There's no like,
No.
I would love...
That's my motto, Nathan.
Do you know what I mean?
Nobody's
Nobody's
wrote
enough.
it for me.
And I'm not like, I don't cheat. I'm not fucking, but I'd love to, not that I'd love to. I don't have the gene to cheat. But do I want to walk around and fuck women? I mean, look at women. You've seen women.
Yo,
I
I've
have.
seen women.
Are you kidding me?
I know.
Familiar with their
Fucking
work.
asses jiggling all over the goddamn place. I'd love to put a foot in my mouth, but you just don't like.
Well, you can do that with her.
Of course I can. I'm talking about.
But the newness is something different no matter what. It doesn't
Yes,
matter. You can
exactly.
fuck a fucking God, someone's gonna get offended. An 88-year-old lady.
Do you have to watch things to that degree that somebody will get offended about?
Sometimes.
Because I'll tell you this, I'm not fucking an 88-year-old woman, okay? You,
Okay,
can, you can tweet at me.
Please do.
But it's still gonna be different. You know what I mean?
And that's
that
the
in
only
itself
thing.
is exciting.
But then I think because I just think okay, like I've had the opportunity to cheat, you know.
You have.
Well, I
hello.
Yeah, I mean, you're a person in the world.
Male
exactly.
comic.
I know you're
Privilege.
pew pew pew.
do people hit on you guys?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Next.
I mean, they do.
Next question.
When we pretend we're when we pretend we're something else. I'm a painter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, on Raya, Corinne said, don't take the word comedian out of your profile. And I did. And I got all these fucking matches. I'm
Yep.
like, God
Yeah, men
damn it.
don't really
like
yeah.
strong women.
I don't know if it's strong women. Well, I don't know how it is for everybody.
They don't like all the chat.
No, I don't even think it's that.
the fuck
I mean,
up,
I
bitch.
personally like talking to women. That's one reason me and my girlfriend have lasted as long as we are, because she's very smart and funny, and I need that. I can't just have like
you want intellectual
tits.
stimulation.
Yes, but I think for the most part, like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I just don't. I picture. This has nothing to do with you guys. I picture sometimes if I was gonna sleep with a female comedian, that the Benny Hill theme would play, and that you guys would slip on a banana peel. I don't know why that is.
That
yes.
is really.
I don't know what it is, but not everybody.
Yeah.
But just I don't know certain. Okay, sometimes like friends of mine will go, "Yo, this woman's really cute," and I go, "Yeah, but there's no vibe there." Do you know what I mean? Like there's
Well-
no sex at all.
What coming from the woman or between
Yes.
that person?
Oh,
those
they're
two
just like a
people?
really beautiful person that doesn't look like they can like fuck.
You can always
Sure.
tell when
Yeah.
someone can fuck. You
Yes, but you also know when somebody has the vibe of in a bedroom. I'm not like a horrified human being.
know. Have you ever had sex with a horrified human being?
I have been a horrified human being.
Really?
Nathan, you wanna talk
Yes.
about
What
it?
horrified you?
Well, one time
Pubic hair?
No, the first time I ever went down on a woman, I was 13. It was terrifying.
What a year.
But it was a big year. First year ate a vagina, and what an awful time. I will say at the time, woman had
13-year-olds shouldn't even bother, man.
Of course you should. But I was also drinking and stuff. When you don't have a dad, things happen. Your life just becomes like, hey, at 12, you're going to school. 13, you're like, here's bills, there's a vagina.
You didn't
get
have
to all of this.
braces, did you?
No, I didn't have braces.
Okay.
Imagine her fucking vagina hair getting stuck in my teeth.
Jesus. Okay.
Well, imagine her clit getting caught on your braces.
Awful for everybody.
Yeah,
involved.
yeah, it's not
Mom, I'm holding a woman.
peel off my tooth?
But no, she had hair. Do I want hair now? Not really. No, not like a. I would be fine with like a little bit, but like a ton. What am I, a monster? And this is just
Say
me. You can
whatever
tweet
you-
at me.
No.
I
Say
don't
whatever
care.
you want because that's preference, and I know
a
Yes.
preference.
people make things like preferences like makes you a terrible person, and
Yeah.
I'm not part of that
I'm
school
also
of
not
thought.
into this-
I
yeah.
also don't like hair on my vagina. Everyone can fucking suck it. I'm still a feminist.
I don't like when I wouldn't want to put a woman's foot in my mouth if her toenails weren't polished.
Clean?
Yeah.
Polish?
Polish?
Well, like,
All right,
like,
now I got a
like,
problem.
What,
Now
what,
we're-
no, what
now
the,
we're
no, if there was
fighting.
no,
You
gotta get my
no,
nails
wait. If there was no nail polish, that's what I was trying to say. If there was
What
no
is
nail
this,
polish.
P. Diddy's white party? Who
Wait.
the fuck are you?
Foot. If it doesn't have any nail polish, it's just a man's foot. That's a man's foot.
A man's foot is wide, dude.
But
How
bro,
thin
it
is your
also
foot?
doesn't have fucking nail polish. If a woman's foot has nail polish, I'm
wait,
sorry.
that's the-
I apologize. I'd like a clean foot.
That's the only indicator that it's a woman's
It's
foot.
not the only indicator, but I would like.
Hate
for
to
me,
tell you, guys paint their toenails too.
This is
They
sometimes.
do. But this
This
is
a
me.
homophobic reason.
This is me personally. I don't want a goddamn Mark Twain fucking foot like you've been climbing trees for weeks. This
But
is
wait,
me personally.
What if it was a Mark Twain foot with pink toenail polish?
No good either.
Okay, so how about
So you
if
don't
it
want
was
a gnarly-
well pedicured, but there was just no polish, but the
But like a
pedicure
clear coat.
happens?
Like a clear coat, Nate. A clear coat.
Well, coat. Well, that's a coat. That's a coat. That's a something.
But
We're
if it
talking
was
like a nothing.
buffed but not shiny.
How much do you like feet?
I'm into a whole. Well, here's the thing: if
This is fun.
If I'm going to bed with a human being, I don't want to have like parts of a person where I'm like, I hope that doesn't fucking.
Well, yeah, that's every
Right.
time anybody fucks somebody.
So
That's
all
not
Nathan
true.
is saying is that you just have to be perfect.
No, every
No.
inch of you.
Everything will be
You do
fine.
not have to be fucking perfect. I'm saying that in general, if we're in a room and we know each other a little bit, things are going in my mouth. Okay, I'm not
Right.
going to be like, get this out of here. But if beforehand I'm like, I don't want anything to do with that, then I don't want to go in at all. I don't want to go in for
So
pieces.
if you see something gnarly,
Do you see what I'm saying?
If you see
I
something
understand.
gnarly before the clothes come off, you're not gonna.
I
And
judge shoes and feet very harshly.
Wow.
Personally, just in general, I
what do you think of our shoes? I mean,
These are great. These are great.
okay, that's good. Well, you should see them without shoes because they looking rough.
That's
They're
funny
looking
though
rough.
because like sometimes like if I act like not I don't want to say accidentally have sex but like have sex unexpectedly sometimes like I do have to like hide a foot
A woman told me, no, I believe
like
that.
I just put it
I
under
believe
and
it.
be like oh no I just love to fuck with one leg up like I'm like a flamingo.
I believe that.
But also, like, there is no one man I slept with who was a model had no gnarly inches of his body.
Oh really?
That was it.
Yeah.
Every guy's got something
Hey,
that I'm not gonna look at.
And
Or
let
I'm gonna wince so I can
but
not
what's
see
the,
it.
what's the part? What's that part?
Like just feet sometimes.
Yes.
Weird body hair.
Yes.
Moles with hair sticking out of it.
Let me ask you a question.
Flat asses. Yeah.
Do the flat asses is the thing that we can't really. But with the hair and the feet, right? What are these guys usually? Are they guys that wear like hoodies and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on. What are you doing? You did this to yourself. You know what I mean? You can walk down the street. If you see, for the most part, and look, I'm just talking. This is
course.
Nathan. You see a guy.
yeah don't confuse it with Corinne or Krystyna.
You see a guy wearing like a Marvel T-shirt and a hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
A
No,
lot of
that's-
that is a fucking mess. Whether that man,
There's a lot of lint in that belly button.
yes, whether that man is like super nerd or not, there's just something about that that's like, I'm gonna be. But also the other side, I'd say for most times when a woman's doing that too, I go, that's gonna be a dirty foot. And these are the.
And you've been right. I mean, you've obviously learned from experience.
You just gotta walk the earth, you know, and you look
Yeah.
around a little bit and you see that people aren't that fucking complicated. There's some people that don't give half a fuck. And do I stand up for these men? No, clean your fucking foot.
I agree.
What the fuck are we doing?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think I feel very good being well groomed, and when you see a well-dressed men, it's one of the sexiest qualities in the world. In addition
Sure.
to a sense of humor, when a man's well dressed, I've never really thought about it like this before, but I think it's because I innately know that they ain't gonna have some fucked up inches of their body. You know what I mean? Like they're
Yes.
just gonna be well put together.
That's the same thing I
but
say
when
about a
they're
woman.
too clean they also probably had a dick in their mouth at one point.
Yeah, but
Bam,
I
bam,
like
bam,
that.
bam, bam,
That's
bam,
so
bam.
fun.
in my experience, no, that's not even like a jab. That's just like the true historical
What's too
fact.
clean?
I don't like super metrosexual. I like a beard, and like if there's a crumb in there, I'm not gonna cry.
What am I to you?
You're not metros. You know, you're interesting because you
you're a
look
good dresser.
very clean,
Yeah.
but I actually wouldn't call you metrosexual because you don't seem like
You wax your
a
eyebrows or
girly
something. Like,
man.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You're like
You're Canadian sexual.
You're an anomaly. That's good. You somehow achieved it. But
Elvis
yeah.
Gosha, bro. You guys gotta go. You know, it's a party.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So do you
but
have?
that's rare.
Yeah.
What's your pube situation?
Oh, I trim things.
Trim or shave
Shaving
completely?
stuff. Trimming up. Shaving balls, you know?
Okay, trim up. So trim up the dick.
What's
and
the
you have light-
texture of red hair? Because like different hair colors have different
How?
textures.
I didn't
Dare you?
No, fuck off.
No,
I
I'm
didn't-
kidding.
For the longest time, I didn't know that redheads had red pubes.
Yeah.
My best friend told me this not too long ago, and I'm like, that is so cool.
Oh, red hair.
Wait, you also didn't know that some people had straight pubes, like straight hair.
That is so crazy.
What do you mean, straight out?
My hair's straight, so
Yeah.
my pubes are straight.
Like a mane.
And
Like
a lot of
horse's
times
mane.
you'll grow, like if you grow pubes, like everyone like when you draw them as curly because it's like a better picture, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the curly pube on the
But yeah,
soap.
no, my hair is really straight, like an Asian woman.
Vagina hair? Mm-hmm. So it could just grow like a Shar-Pei?
I mean, it's not like because it's so much thick. It's so much more coarse.
Yeah.
So there's still going to be like it's not going to like it doesn't fall. Like,
Okay.
loose
It doesn't
the way
blow
my
in the
hair.
wind.
Yeah, but like they're not curls. They're straight strands.
I don't
Wow.
know now. I think it's not, it's not tough. You know what I mean?
Are your pubes straight or curly?
Curly?
Is if you let your hair grow out, would it curl, or have
No.
you never let it grow out that
No,
far?
I've let it grow on a little bit, but it's not curly. It's straight.
Interesting.
So maybe that's the same. But I don't let anything down there happen too much, you know?
Do you
How
shave
about
your
your
butthole?
armpit hair? Oh.
Trim? Yes.
Trim to armpit hair.
Uh-huh.
And no butthole hair or butthole
Not
hair?
really. I'm an adult man. I pay tax.
So that means you get rid of it or you don't really have it? Because some people don't really have it.
No, I keep things trim. You know what I mean? Again, I have to walk into a bedroom. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And at some point in goddamn time, what the fuck are we fucking doing?
And also, too, if you're going to be with someone for 9 fucking years and beyond,
But this
fucking
would be-
keep them on their toe. Like, look nice.
But this is me personally, regardless. Even if
Got it.
I was single, if I'm going into a bedroom, I'm going in. I
Yeah.
am camera ready. You know how there's some people out there you can just
Fuck
take a
ready.
picture of them whenever the fuck. I'm fuck ready. Only
Yeah.
because I want to feel that way. Period. Not even
I agree.
about fucking.
I feel the same
I'm just
exact way,
a
Nate.
goddamn decent human being. I'm not walking down the fucking street.
I agree. I don't even masturbate if my legs aren't shaved. I deserve better. Yeah. Truly. And I also,
it's
you know
also
what?
more fun to masturbate when you are groomed well.
And
I gotta say.
you feel smooth. And I also do it nice things like when I go to my OBGYN, I look nice, presentable. She's a straight lady. I don't think she necessarily wants to look at pussies all day. I'm going to present something nice to her.
Yeah.
Because she's a nice lady.
And she'd be
Garnish
seeing,
it.
Taking good care of
some
me.
gong shows. She would be. She'd be seeing some people coming in being like, well, I had a long shift at work and
Oh my God.
boyfriend's it's been a rough week. And I go,
I'm
but then there's a
sure.
fucking bad, no, get this fucking together. This
Respect
is
me.
North of goddamn America.
Now, have you ever seen a gnarly pussy?
Of course I have.
And what does that mean to you?
I actually, one time, right,
Oh.
I was
She's not here, is she?
I did lean in like,
Yeah.
don't. I fucking was I was into this goddamn woman so much. I had such a crush on this goddamn lady. And,
Man, you were probably real pissed when he's... Sorry,
the
go
whole,
ahead,
well,
I'm
I just want to
predicting
tell,
it.
oh, God, I don't even know why I'm telling this. The whole
No, you
thing,
have to.
top to bottom, the whole thing, top to bottom, smelled like garbage. The whole thing.
The whole thing meaning the
Her
woman
body?
or
Yes,
the vagina?
yeah,
or
no, the whole, every piece. Every fucking piece.
Her
Like her-
vagina or her body?
the whole thing.
like her nipples?
The whole thing.
breath?
You mean this
eyes?
woman's body?
Yes.
Okay.
Arms, everything.
She had, she
Probably
seems
had a
like
disease.
she might not be okay.
Probably a bit ill. Maybe she was ill.
But here's the thing that bothered me about it. Here's the thing that bothered me
Because
about it.
she walked into that situation.
But she also was like, hey, I'm in town for a week. I can stay at your house. She knows what's happening.
Oh.
Have you ever fucked her before?
You gotta be fuck ready. No, but we had like hung out and made
Yeah.
out, and then it's like I can stay at your house. Stop.
Her
We're
arm didn't
adults.
smell when you made out?
No. What
Okay,
does
so
smell
it was
in
like-
this? No, we were
Okay.
clothed in the street, and then this became
So wait, it smelled like garbage.
whole thing.
Was she like one of those natural ladies?
I guess so.
Like,
I guess I found that
beyond
out that
time.
day,
Okay.
and I didn't know.
And
Bad
now,
foot.
how far did it get, and how did you stop it if you did? Or did you suck it up, be a man, and just fuck her?
I tried to fuck. I'm a decent human being. And I
You could put a little
Vicks?
scented Vaseline or something
Like
under your
Axe
nose.
body spray under your nose.
Yeah.
Vapor rub. I
Yeah.
didn't think that much into that. I
Yeah.
just didn't come. That's what happened there. I didn't come.
Did you go down on her?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How'd
I
that?
did.
That's risky.
How'd that go?
Wasn't a good time.
Did she come?
No.
Wow, so this is a bad time had by
It
everybody.
was awful time. It
Oh,
was
I
awful
hate that. I
time.
hate when sex is bad because sex can be so wonderful, and when it's bad, I'm like, what a fucking waste of my goddamn time. It's
What a
like when
waste
you
of everybody's
buy
time.
lunch and it's bad, and you're like, fuck that.
Can I say that we also do? Well, I mean, you guys already probably know this, but we have bad times too.
Men?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you meant.
I thought you
like,
meant
no,
you
no.
and your girlfriend, and I was like, I'm sorry. Well, I mean, like if
Well,
you
I
want to talk
fucking
about it
hope
publicly,
so.
that's fine.
I'm talking about me. We as men, we
Yeah,
also
you
have
can,
bad
you can
times
be
in there.
rancid as fuck.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's what.
Yeah,
that's
those
all I was
balls-
saying.
Some people they lay there like a dead fish. I know that.
There's this one woman too. She was a fucking
the smelly one?
No, different
Oh.
lady. The only thing this woman could do for sure that I thought, she wasn't very bright. I'm not trying to be rude. Gorgeous, and she
people are
taught
dumb.
like fucking. She was like a fitness instructor.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, this lady is gonna be. And then in the bedroom, it was like, what a goddamn.
No, what was it that you were like, fucking Christ, man?
Nothing happened. No noises. No fucking nothing.
No,
Did she
nothing
look at you?
happening.
That's always like very haunting when
I
there's
know,
a
it's
little
like, are you
haunting. And I
having
mean,
fun?
look, I'm giving it, okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
You
we're
got
getting
your
some-
hands on the bed
I'm
rails and you're doing
yo.
pull-ups all goddamn
I'm
night.
doing
You're really good at
pull-ups.
selling yourself.
Bro, I'm in there. I'm not just like, if I'm in there, I'm in there. We're doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Right.
Do you know
you
what I
can't
mean?
half-ass
Yeah.
sex. That's the most depressing thing in the world.
Plus, I was like into this lady. Big ass, loving ass.
Yeah.
And then, but it was just not, there was like no show, no nothing.
Did you
no
say
fucking-
anything while it was happening? Like
I was like, what are we? I go, are you into this?
Is that how you said
Are
it?
you no,
Okay,
imagine.
that's
Is this thing
is
on?
it-
I tap my own dick. Are we in this here? No, but I was really like, what
my
the fuck is happening? And she was just like, well, whatever her goddamn fucking, I hated it.
How long did it last?
Hated it.
Little while. I mean, you had a big ass. I love asses. You
So
know?
were you like, just can you lay on your stomach?
No, she did start to blow me, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna come. And then she took my dick out of her mouth, and I literally did say this, and I feel bad about it. I was like, well, I thought I was going to, and then I really did say that, and I feel bad about it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's awful.
funny.
And then we never had sex again.
What?
Well,
I mean, I don't.
but
think
nobody
it's-
wanted to.
No,
Yeah,
I
it
don't
doesn't
think
seem
that's
like
an
you
awful
should
thing to
have.
say because if a guy was close to making me come
Yeah.
and then he fucking stopped,
Yeah.
I get like a guy like that, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? And then if I lost my orgasm, oh my God.
You're allowed to.
I wouldn't look at him in
though.
the eye again.
You're allowed to.
Sound
Women
clip. Yep.
I'm serious though. Women are allowed to snap in a bedroom.
Oh, so I thought,
Oh, well, Lorena Bobbitt
I
did
thought
that.
you meant
in
you were
it.
allowed to like say no or something. Okay, go ahead.
Say no to what?
Sex.
Sex, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. You're also allowed to do that.
No, I'm saying like you're allowed to stop if you want.
Oh my
to.
God! Of course you are. If you don't want me to fucking come in your mouth or anybody, yeah.
No, but like-
at that time I was just like, what
she-
the fuck?
But she didn't keep doing something else.
Now, do you think men are not allowed to say put up a stink in the bedroom? Because I think
you're allowed, but I
yes,
think
fine
it's like,
line.
exactly
Very
It's
tight
okay.
little.
But you
tightrope.
can do, and
But
this
you know,
is
like
me
take
talking.
it like a man.
Sure. Exactly. And this is just me saying it, but you
Don't
could
be
do.
a pussy ass bitch.
You
Yeah.
could stand up in the middle of the room and go, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" Like you literally can.
And all the times I should have done that, I never did.
You easily should have, because most times a man's gonna go, great. If you stood up in the middle of the
Great?
room, yeah, and you were like, this is what the fuck I need. I need a tongue in my ass. Most men be like, this is a party. This is a
Okay.
full-on fiesta now. You know what I mean?
This is fun because I mean I've gotten kicked out of sex twice by men.
For what? What are the
Twice?
What are the infractions?
Being
one was-
cunty.
How so?
It wasn't bad at sex. It was like, one time it was for being a whore. One time it was for being cunty. So the whore time was my only one night stand, and we were like talking dirty, and I said that I had sex the night before, and he didn't like that, even though I was like literally didn't even know his last name, and we were having sex in Tribeca, and I had met him in a bar earlier that day.
Weird, yeah.
And then the second time was, someone we all know and love in the comedy community who I called old, maybe.
See, I can see that.
But he is old.
Yeah, guys don't like old guys don't like hearing that.
Well, we were old guys don't like hearing that.
It's
we
so
were
annoying.
Joking around. I mean, we
It's
were
hot that they're old.
joking around. We had been having sex for months, like fuck buddies.
Yeah.
I thought we were all friends there.
Yeah, okay. I could see. I kicked a lady out actually one time.
Why?
She
Because
just
not the lady whose pussy smelled and not the lady who laid with like a
Different-
dead fish.
different lady who's okay. So I'll tell you this story and then.
And
well,
also, aren't these people all like 23? The last time you had sex with someone else, these ladies.
yeah, I mean, before I was in a
I'm
relationship,
not
but you know
a
what I mean.
It's just
Girl.
funny that you're like lady.
Ladies, I mean, what do you want me to say?
barely adults.
Wait, so when did you kick a girl
Oh,
out?
you mean like a lady's supposed to be like 60 years
Ladies,
old?
like,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I call women ladies. What do you want from me? You know what I mean?
Sorry.
I'm from a different part
sorry,
of the goddamn
we're
world.
sorry. Sorry.
Anyways, no. So this lady, this gentle woman of the night, she came over to my house, took my dick out, and slapped it. Just slapped it.
Wait. What type of strength is it? And did she go full palm or was she like
And you were
flick-
flaccid?
Rock hard.
Oh.
You are always hard.
Oh, buddy, I stay hard. I'm hard right now. We were making out a little bit, big tits. You know what I mean?
This is how you justify. She's got a big ass.
We don't just get hard for no reason. But
She
anyways,
smell like a dump.
not this
Big ass.
lady. No, she just
Nathan's so low maintenance. He's like, I love a big ass, big tits.
Love
You gotta
big
smell
ass.
perfect.
feet,
No pubes.
polish.
Nail polish. Wow.
good credit, dad.
funny, talkative. Like we went through a lot of things.
Wears makeup mostly.
No, well, it depends. I thought Lady Gaga looked better in Stars Born without makeup. I'm not gonna lie. I'm dead serious.
You know
Not
what?
that she looked bad with the makeup, but without it, I was like, this
Yeah,
lady's
she's
fucking
more
gorgeous.
striking.
Woman's
It's
gorgeous.
because she has harsh features, and when you
Yes.
put makeup on it, it's like pointing an arrow at an accident. This is a theory.
Corinne, you were on a roll.
No,
We
that's
gotta
what-
record
I
right more often.
I can't say name names, but I did have a friend in childhood who was like without makeup, and then when she put it on, it was real bad. And I realized it was because there are a few people who look worse with makeup on
Yeah.
because
That
it's just
sucks.
calling attention to features that already weren't working.
Well, also her makeup is like wild. It's not even just regular makeup. It's like giant eyebrows
Right.
and fucking, but without the makeup.
I like Gaga. I think she's always pretty, but yeah, I understand.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. But
But that's like as far as Hollywood goes, she is called ugly a lot.
Yeah.
which is ridiculous. But I think she's also attractive because she doesn't look like everybody else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
like
agree.
because of
Hell
her.
yeah.
Because
I
of her
love
face.
women who look different. Like I love that. I
Yeah.
think it's so hot. So wait, this lady slapped
Slap
your
my
dick
dick, takes it out, slaps it, and then she said,
with the palm.
"Yes, full on palm."
Oh my God.
Owie.
Slapped it.
Did you
And
go?
I-
Would you go? What'd
I
you
just
say?
kind of like put my arms up like that, and then she said, "Do you have a condom?" And I said, "We can't do this because those back to back. See, what are you kidding me? You slap it, then ask for no. I'm out." So she got up in a real huff, put her shirt on, and then I walked her to the elevator, and it was very silent. And she went downstairs.
Did
and
you
that
not
was
get in
that.
the elevator?
No.
Yeah. That's
I
why.
can't believe you even watched her the elevator.
I
I'd be
know.
like,
I'm
get
a
the
decent
fuck out
human
of
being.
fuck out
Get
of
the
my house.
fuck out of my house,
Absolutely.
lady. But then
You
I
just slapped
did.
my dick. Oh my god!
slap
If a
my
guy
dick.
slapped my tit or vagina without even like a little bit of like heads
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of my home.
Yeah, you gotta be in. You gotta have to do this a couple of times.
Yeah.
Before a slap is
Yeah.
involved.
Does any guy like getting their dick slapped?
I've never even heard-
I don't
yeah,
think I've
but
ever
no.
even seen that in porn.
Well, let me
Yeah.
tell you something. As a man who's been in a thing for a long time,
yeah.
you want to slap my dick? Let's party. You know?
Yeah,
But
you gotta- but you
but
gotta
how does
bring it
that
up.
feel?
but
You
gotta
night
bring it up.
one, yeah, but night one is the thing. You can't open on fucking beatings.
Right.
What the hell are we doing?
Well, then
here?
where are you going? That's why I tell the young listeners not
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
drugs, because then what are you going to do when you get sad when
And
you're
rough
older?
kinky sex when you're younger. Don't do it. Do it when you like save some fun little treats.
I want to say
for yourself.
one more time. Fuck every single person you see in your high school.
I agree.
Because
well, I don't know if I
they're
agree on
not.
that.
I'm telling you right now,
It's good
they're going
practice.
to be gone. Oh, well, actually, if
But
you
they're
live in
not
a
gonna
very
be good
small
at
town,
sex for the most part.
Yeah,
how are you
could
gonna get good if you ain't fucking?
That's true. I wish I had like
I figured it out.
I wish I had a
No,
male
but
sex doll so I could practice.
Some people do not. Some people do not.
True.
There are some people that don't know what the fuck's going on, and maybe to some people, I don't know what the fuck's going on. You know what I mean?
Well, everyone doesn't vibe well together. Like I know
Yes.
people who like I've had sex with someone, my friends had sex with the same person, and then I had a great experience. They had a terrible experience.
Yeah,
It's happened.
Yeah, I had the second to last time I had sex was just terrible, and I was so attracted to the person.
Sucks.
And I'm like, what?
That's what I'm
I
saying
was
about this lady.
mad.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was mad that the sex was that bad. But
Yeah.
then I'm like, it might have not been him, but it was him. You know
Do you
what I mean?
guys always and this? Do you think it's I'm just asking. Do you think it's always a man's fault if he goes soft?
No.
Oh, no.
Not at all.
Okay.
It's not at all. It could be any reason. It could,
just-
guys could go. I mean, I've heard from a lot of guys saying that, and doctors, that if they go soft,
Doctors.
yeah, like urologists and shit. A guy can go soft if he's too excited to fuck somebody.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, so I'm not gonna take offense to it.
Oh
was
my!
like,
that's
that's
a
just-
lie by a doctor.
Yeah.
No,
I was like,
I've
that's
heard
just something
multiple
nice.
doctors say that.
That's
Excuse
like
me.
the same guy
No.
who like
Men
said
have said that
bird
to
poop,
me.
That's
It
a
means
lie.
good luck. Maybe
But
that
men
one
have
up.
said that to me.
Bro.
Dude,
Christina, That's a lie.
I'm so excited.
I'm too
So wait,
excited.
then it's your fault.
Could be. If I'm so excited, I
It's
got
nerves,
soft.
but it's nerves.
No.
Have you ever gotten soft?
I have
feel like you
a
haven't.
dick. Of course I have. But it's been for like one time hooked up with this lady, but she wanted to be real fucking right now, like quick. And we had never hooked up before. I'll tell you this.
She wanted to
I've-
get right to the fucking.
I've never came the first time I hooked up with somebody because
What's wrong
I'm
with
not
you?
comfortable. I'm not like
Really?
Yeah, I like
and it's
to
not that the person wasn't hot.
No, big
So,
asses,
okay.
tits, you know what I mean?
Oh my
Perfect
gosh.
feet.
Not
no
everybody
makeup.
got that. Not everybody got that, Nate.
Everybody I fuck with does, okay?
Okay,
I'll tell you
all
that.
right,
I'm
hey.
kidding. But I don't buy that. You can get too excited.
So,
you get
how do you recall times in your life that you were having sex and you went soft?
Yeah, this time. And she was like, what is it? Is it me? And I just go, no, it has nothing to do with you. I'm not comfortable. I had to be like, but she took it all on her. She said it was her and she blamed herself.
Well,
and
that's
then
a
I had to
turn
go
off.
through
Oh,
this fucking, well,
God.
then it's a goddamn, how's anybody going to get re-hard?
Well, so then there was no one's fault that you lost your erection.
No, it's just I can't.
So it just
Sometimes it's just
happened.
like the body.
It is, for
Yeah,
me personally,
yeah.
it's just like, I don't know you. We can do this.
I understand
But I'm
that.
I get that 100%.
You know what
I don't
mean?
like people eating on my vagina
But
that I
luckily for
don't
us,
know.
There you
We're
go.
very weird.
You know,
Exactly.
I got a hole, so you can't really tell. You know what I mean? Like, It's not like a,
I mean, sex. I'll do that in a bathroom an hour later, but oral sex. That's personal.
No, seriously
Honestly, I
though.
agree.
I'm just kidding. I actually don't. I don't. I've only fucked with literally one person who I like didn't know.
No, but I would rather do that than like I'd rather fuck a woman than eat a woman's ass within the hour. Do
I'd
you know what
rather
I mean?
fuck someone than share an ice cream cone. bone.
Oh yeah.
Like the
Bars,
mouth. The
bars.
mouth is gross.
Ew,
When
I've
you
never
don't
shared
know
it.
these people 100%, when you don't know what the fuck people are doing, people
Yeah.
eat cigarettes. You see people out there, eat
Ew,
Wendy's.
cigarettes?
What, are you
Gross.
kidding me? Somebody just had a spicy chicken
You're
sandwich, and now you're
insulting
gonna
both of us.
I know. I was like, it was just bam, bam.
Fast food and cigarettes.
cigarette. Well, I don't know.
Damn.
That's you nailed it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
This is great.
fine.
So okay, when you lose your boner, it's not that you're not attracted to the person.
Well,
It's
okay,
just
but
that
I
it
will.
hap-
But I will say again, that's me personally. But if somebody says legitimately, I got too excited, I got soft, I don't buy that.
I've heard it from so many guys that they were
Don't
they
care.
were anticipating fucking this girl specifically. Like,
Oh,
this
I thought,
dream
soft.
girl.
I thought you were going to say, I've heard from so many guys that they were anticipating fucking me. And I was like, Krystyna, that keeps
and
happening.
they all got soft, and I was like,
I got to say.
you know, maybe it's me. No,
Oh,
okay.
like your guy friends were telling you?
yeah. And I've heard people have emailed us.
It's a nice
Sorry about
lie.
listening to show
It's a nice lie that men have made up.
Okay,
It's a good one. But
so-
maybe it's just a comfort thing again. Maybe if it's somebody that they don't really know.
Okay, so I have a question.
Please.
Just based off of I'm interested to hear from. I think you have a really good head on your shoulders, and I really like where your fucking logic is at. Okay,
Okay.
and you look like you just smelled a fart.
No, I'm wondering where this is going.
I also
You've
am.
been with your girlfriend for 9 years.
Bars.
Have you ever fallen for somebody else?
There was a point in time where early on I had this woman who I had known previous. I thought maybe that I was into her. We broke up.
You and your girlfriend.
Yes,
Oh.
and then found
Because
out
of
that
that?
I'm not into this person.
Did you break up just because of that?
Well, kind of. We had kind of broken up. I mean, we broken up a couple times over the years. It's been a long journey.
Oh, really?
You know, yeah, it's
See
been a
how
long
you-
journey.
Okay, interesting.
But there was one time, yes, but it was from like early on from a previous fucking thing, and I was like, man, I think I'm really into this person. I was a young man, you know, about to get on the ship of life, and then I was like, I don't know. My girlfriend's great, and that's
Okay.
really what ended up happening.
And she took
Okay.
you back?
She shouldn't have.
Yeah, I was like, if you went and like, if I was dating someone and they was like, you know, let me just test this other person that I might like more.
well, because I'm really
I would not
obsessed
take
with.
them back.
This isn't how it was said.
no, I'm curious. Well, and also like, what's the longest period of time you've broken up for?
2 months.
Oh, okay, so like short. Okay.
Yeah, not crazy long time. And in that 2 month period, there was nothing. That all was because I had first moved to the city, and everything sucked as it does for people when they move to New York, and I was just kind of like
Stressful.
looking for fucking problems.
Yeah.
And in my head, I went, everything's got to fucking go. So I kicked out a lot of people, and then went, yo, none of this is anybody's fucking fault.
I
Yeah.
have to look within.
People
Yeah,
try to do like
it's true, though.
It is.
refresh a lot of times, or run
Yeah.
away, or move, or do something. I'm like, you're just running, or trying
Yes.
to. I'm like, it's always inside, usually, you know.
And
not
that time
always,
had
but
nothing to do
usually.
with women, and I wasn't
Yeah.
like, friends of mine were like, you're not going to get on fucking Tinder or whatever. I'm like, no, it has nothing to do with that. I'm literally out of my
gotta
fucking
do
mind,
you.
sad, fucking broken, because this city fucking murders you for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like,
Oh,
it
yeah.
has nothing to do with this fucking lady. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Sometimes you don't know what you got until it's gone. But also too, like, you know, if you were to develop feelings for somebody else, that doesn't mean you don't love your girlfriend any less, right?
Oh, well, now, if I was to,
Yeah.
let's say I was to develop feelings,
Or
that would
crush.
be, but that's what it would kind of be, like some sort of small crush. It wouldn't be like a full on.
And would you put up? Have you ever? I mean, you're a human being. You've had crushes since you've been dating, right? Like recently, in the last 5 years. I'm not trying to like make you look bad. I'm
No.
pulling
But
from
I
a
mean,
certain-
I don't think any like serious crush. Like when I'm
Okay.
around a person, we flirt with
Vibe.
each other, and it's like no. But maybe from like a distance, I see somebody and I go, Jesus, fuck.
Well, yeah, that's,
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like.
But not like
everybody,
a crush, fucking.
Okay.
you
Well, I
know?
usually have like a placeholder crush, like at every place that I need to go during the day. Like,
Oh, really?
if I had like a day job, I'd like have a day crush.
yeah.
No.
But like I don't
sure.
think about that person when I leave.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
yeah,
like a night. Yeah, like a
exactly. So
placeholder.
exactly.
Or like
That's
in
exactly
every
what it
class
is.
in high school, I would sit and pick out who's my crush for like period one crush. It was really just to keep myself
Fuel you for the
focused.
day.
Yeah, because I'm like, I need something, like I need some little treat to get me to want to be here.
Sure. But yeah, see, I've never laid down with my girlfriend and thought about somebody. Do you know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah,
you never
been
like texted with somebody else, like
yeah, like
and it
yo,
was,
I'm
like,
in
flirty.
the yeah.
Well, so for 9 years you've been fucking her, and you've never thought of someone else while fucking her?
Oh, come on, really?
I didn't
Nate?
say that. That's not what I said.
Well, you said I laid down with my
'cause that's
girlfriend.
like-
I don't think.
No, I'm talking about like being in a bed going, holy fuck, I should be with this person.
like, this
That's
is
what
the
I'm talking
wrong
about.
place.
Or like
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
thinking about, not even I should be with.
Yes,
but like I'm
pining
thinking about.
over.
I was
a
like, if you've
fucking
never thought about anyone else
inuit.
for a second, you deserve a fucking award.
I'm not some
And
kind of
also,
Mormon psycho.
when
And
you've
those
been
people
dating-
actually think about the most people. And
Yeah.
I talk about this on stage. She definitely has thought about other people.
Well,
that's what
the
it
point,
is.
because she's a human being.
Yeah,
Of
you guys
course.
are
If she
regular
hasn't
people,
thought
yeah.
about someone else while she was fucking you, and you haven't thought about someone else when she was fucking her,
She's
that's
gonna
insane.
kill you in your sleep and
Yeah.
stuff your
That's
body.
what
She's gonna
The
feed you
joke is.
your own
Is
dick.
it?
100%.
Oh, really?
Those people
comedic
murder
instinct.
people.
Oh yeah.
That's a psychotic thing that we even have to like. That people would even tell you that. No, this is the person, and you can't think outside of that.
Right.
That's
It's so stupid.
insanity.
It's
No,
so
that's
stupid.
That's what
Stupid.
makes people fucking go
But
nuts.
what
Yeah.
do you think of monogamy? It doesn't like.
I get. Well, okay. Again, I would love to fuck a lot of people. What a party! You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You cover these people in oil, you come all over the place, you leave. What a fiesta! But the everything past that is where my brain goes, oh yeah, because the fantasy doesn't just go, you come on things and run out a fucking door. It is
could.
now, where?
There's a sex house in Brooklyn. I know a couple of
Okay,
them.
well, see,
But what you're saying is like emotions still get involved in
Yes.
some way. Yeah. Okay. I'm literally going through that right. I 100%
yes,
agree.
a sex house I wouldn't be
Yeah.
into because, again, I don't really know these people. I'm not
Right.
like... And
I understand
I'm
that.
saying this word out of loss of another word, not that sort of deviant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't say that in any kind of bad way. I'm just literally can't think of another word for it. I don't have that in me to just walk around and fuck people I don't really know.
Right. And
So-
some people do. Yeah.
Sure,
I don't,
yeah.
I
Do
don't
whatever you
either.
want.
I mean, maybe at a sex part. I don't know. I've never done that before. Fuck somebody
Exactly.
I don't know, but and I don't find it appealing. But I don't know.
But that's the thing. I couldn't really do it. So then, okay, now I got to know somebody a little bit, right?
Right.
Then what am I? I'm going to come and just run out of the house? No. Now you're going to talk to them. Now you got to fucking blah, blah, blah. And
Well,
then
ideally,
all
you
of
probably
that-
want to talk to them.
Yeah, but I already got somebody to talk to. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right,
So then you
right,
go,
right,
all right,
right.
so all I'm stepping out for is pound another person in the ass, right? The minute that's done, the minute I come, oh, God, now we're back to fantasy's dead. Now, hey, do you want to watch a thing? I got to get a towel. Do you know what I mean? The whole fucking thing is
That's
now...
exhausting to you.
Now it's exhausting.
100%
Ugh.
same page. I
Ugh.
100% agree. And
But if you have a
know what you're
connection-
saying. But it's so exhausting to have. I mean, it depends.
I'm
I
having
think you might
a bit
have
of an
it in
emotional
you.
connection with a person who's married.
It might. I was like,
That's
it
why
might
I'm
be.
asking
It
you.
might be in you though, because it's like I think we're the same, and I truly cannot. I don't have the energy to have too deep connections with
I
people,
see. Yes,
and
yes,
it's like a waste of my
yes.
time if I don't have a deep connection with the person. And so it's
Yes.
like, what the fuck are we doing? I have things to do.
I would
I see.
if I could have sex with a woman, right? The minute I come, she explodes into bats. I'm down.
That sounds great.
I'm down.
They
How
should
goth.
make one of those.
You know what I
like
mean?
A doll that explodes into a bat.
Doll I don't want though. I want a full-on woman he can talk to. But gone, disappears. So I kind of
Well,
understand.
that's sex work.
Well,
and that's the beauty of
But
it.
I don't know those people. I
Yeah.
would never
I
be
see,
able
I
to.
see, I
I would
see.
never be able to get like a prostitute or an escort or whatever and be like, "Here's what I want," because they don't want to be there. That whole part is just.
Some of them do, or they
Once
really
see
act
that
like
big
they
old
do.
dick.
They're like, I heard you got an
It's
8-incher.
not big.
Guys, we fucked.
But I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I'd be like, "Hey, do you?"
How thick is your dick?
I can't wait until Saturday, the day after this comes out, and then everyone in comedy's just like coming up to you like, I heard about your dick.
When I was 13, it's now a regular human dick.
How thick is it?
Well,
A regular human.
I don't even know. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, this microphone is very thick.
Yeah, no, it's way
Okay,
smaller than this fucking microphone.
It's smaller than this
But
bottle.
I have had
100%.
sex with a person who had a penis, no joke.
Chode?
Yeah, this
Chode city, bitch.
This the girth of this microphone, if not bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It was like borderline coke can.
But it's not a party, right?
No, I did not like it.
Exactly. I've heard that before.
It was too much.
I remember actually everybody I knew grew up very, very quickly. There was a girl on my school bus one time, 16 years old, and she was talking about that. She was like, it was like a beer can. She was like, I couldn't even get my mouth around it. And I remember
Whoa.
feeling bad for
Whose
that guy.
dick did she suck? Another kid's?
Another 13-year-old Nova Scotian big dick fucking hero, you know?
Yo, dudes down in Nova Scotia got big dick up in Nova
But
Scotia.
I heard he grew up, and then now it's a normal size.
Regular
dick.
sized dick. Yeah, you can put it right in your mouth. It's not even an issue now. Is it in my mouth? Am I blowing you? But yeah, I remember that. I remember thinking like, I would love to have like a giant dick, like just for a day. 14-inch fucking wrap it around a lamp.
Whoa.
Why
okay.
would you want that?
Just to feel what it's like.
Yeah.
I'd also like to be a woman for. I'd
like.
love to be a woman for a day. I'd
Yeah.
be putting.
Yeah.
I would like if you guys were a man
I
for a
would-
day. You'd be fucking with dicks, right?
I'd
Like you'd be
stick my
just
dick in every fucking thing in the
Exactly.
goddamn
I'd be
house.
putting table legs in myself.
Abs-
I'd be doing the whole. You know, if I was a
Table
woman,
legs.
do the whole thing.
That's a lot of work.
I got
like a
I got time.
hairbrush.
I feel like I would just see like how many like women I could hit on and be like and be rude to and they still like me. Like if I was a hot dude.
Yeah. Well, that's your
You don't
fault.
have to be hot.
That's my fault.
That's your
Oh,
guys.
women's
Well,
fault.
insecure. That's well, it's an insecurity.
But
thing.
I'll also say on that side, I'm very into that
an
kind of.
insecure woman.
No, a very like bitchy tanned woman who's gonna be like you're garbage. That's
a
fucking
lot
like
of people
ugh.
are.
I don't know what that comes from. I don't know what that is,
Yeah.
but holy good. And I don't want to like
Well,
date
how do you
it.
mean,
No,
like,
thank God.
Yeah, I don't want to be
really
with
kept me in
her.
business.
But
They're-
oh my god.
Like a cunty woman, like
Yeah,
a
like a real tan bitchy fucking like just you know what I mean, spit in your face fucking garbage like just well I don't know what that is, but I don't want to be with it, but oh god I want to have sex with it, you know. What a
with
party.
her. Yeah.
What a fiesta.
So everything's a fiesta.
It's a full-on fiesta. You know the guys that like, you know, you see billionaires and you see the women that they're walking around with, lizard-faced fucking evil people.
Oh,
those
yeah.
people. Oh my god.
I've seen that.
You
I've
know what I
seen
mean?
that.
Put your goddamn thong in my mouth, but I don't want any other part of what it is that you are.
Right.
Right. Oh.
But you're very attractive and
Right.
and sexy as fuck. You know what
okay.
I mean?
Yeah.
The
So
people that are like, buy me a purse and we're not fucking. I'm like, I'm
Wow.
hard.
Oh, that's a whole different. Okay.
I know, but we're talking about
guys. There's some guys that
Yeah.
guys have to love that because there's so many women
Bro.
out there who are like, "Give me your credit card. I'm going to the mall." And
Yeah.
they're like,
Oh, yeah.
"Okay."
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
like they get off on that.
bro. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
And that's the exact opposite of a comedian. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you were like, buy me a purse and we'll fuck, a lot more messages too, because we're crazy. I don't know why, but that's just a thing.
Yeah. So what do you do? Do you have a specific tone in the bedroom? Like when you and your girlfriend fuck, are you a sub and she's a dom? Do you switch it, or are you just like regular doing push-ups on her, or like what do you
Push-ups on
yeah,
her?
you know, pull-ups.
I mean,
whatever.
look, we've been together for a long time, so it's one of these things where you're like, you don't want to put our business out in the streets, you know. But I mean, we've both
Okay,
been in the
I have a
roles of
question
things.
that we've gotten asked a lot of times by listeners and
Go
my
ahead.
friends.
Yeah.
Spicing it up, but that is a thing. I think you fuck one person for 7 years. I mean, for me, you get sick of it. You got to do things different. You got to change it up. You got to, you know, Steven and I think had a very great ways of making it different and keeping ourselves on our toes and being like a little nervous still. Like
Okay.
we both fuck a girl. We both, you know, like we do different things.
Oh yeah, okay. No, none of that's happened in my life.
Have you changed it up, the routine, your sexual
Yeah,
routine?
sure. No women have been brought in.
Okay.
You can do that. What do you just bring them in? What do you just bring
Yeah.
them into the house?
yeah,
Honey,
yeah. You go outside. You go,
Did you get the
Hey.
milk? Well, kind of. She makes milk, and then we both pound her in the kitchen.
have you changed up your
lactation
sexual,
lady that you brought
your
in.
sexual rapport
We have,
with your girlfriend?
yeah. I mean, many things have happened over the years. You know, there's been a bunch of fucking things have happened. We don't really. I've never had a time where I'm like, I don't know if she would have either. I don't know if there's ever been a time where it's like, ugh, I'm tired of having sex with this person. We get
Wow,
we
that's
get
great.
but I think it's because we both somehow we're into like the same things. I think
That's
sometimes
wonderful.
we get like just kind of bored with each other a little
You're
bit.
sexually compatible.
Yeah.
That's so fucking important.
But see, I don't know if I there's got to be a lot of people like that, because I think the other side of like, you got to wear a trash can and then you got to put a. It's also, I think that's okay. Back to me quitting porn. It's also a little bit of that, because I don't want to have to throw her through a goddamn patio door.
Oh, yeah,
to
yeah.
have to come. You know what I mean? Or think about 12 dudes jerking off into her fucking face. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Any
You
of
don't
that
wanna-
shit,
You don't want to stretch out your imagination until it's like a broken elastic band.
which we all have.
Yeah.
Every man has.
Every woman, I
okay.
certainly have.
Well,
I've
every
rubbed my
woman-
clit raw to some filthy shit online, and I'm like, I need to take a step back, because if this is what I need to come every time, I don't want that. That's not fun for me.
There's no, maybe I'm wrong, tweet at me. I don't know if there's any women anymore who don't want to be choked. Am I crazy?
I mean, I really I like being
And that's from
hit
porn.
and
That
choked.
has to be from porn. Not solely, but the idea that everybody's into it, there has to
I
be
don't
some
know.
sort of, because
Well,
every
it's
woman's
like-
getting her fucking head kicked in porn. Not all the time, but I mean.
head kicked in.
I prefer to choke other people, but yeah,
Okay.
but like
She doesn't
yeah.
want
But
to
that still
choked.
comes from porn. Men are getting choked too. I'm just talking in
yeah,
general.
but porn comes from sex, so it's like, yeah, you know.
But I mean, this just keeps getting amped up.
But
And I'm
like
not
this
saying it's
one
like
guy that I
bad.
like, I the reason I like him is because I sense he I don't know why, but I'm like, if we were to ever fuck, he would grab me by the jaw and shove me against the wall, and I'm like, yeah, I
I've
know
had
that.
this argument with people. My friend, he texted a woman something like, can I lick your ass? That's what he said to her. Exactly. I
lame.
go, buddy. I go, no. This woman, you got to throw her over a couch, jam your face in her ass. I go, well, there is no, even the women that walk around being like, I love a gun, blah, blah. Everybody in a bedroom wants to be beat up a little bit.
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
nobody that doesn't want to be tossed around. Maybe
I
not like
certainly do.
toss, but tossed.
You want a
the
person who
ability
knows
to be
what
tossed.
they're doing.
There's a couple, like, I mean, the only time is like when I've run into people who, like, if they've been like if they've been physically abused,
okay.
they don't want to, male or female, and like for me, obviously it was male. So that was, and you know, you got to find that out the hard way, and that's because sometimes ruins the night, but that's fine. You bounce back, and
you bounce back.
But yeah, it's also so weird because I 100% agree, and it's like hard to be on this like feminist podcast where we're talking about consent a lot, and consent of course is perfect, but I don't want people asking me fucking questions. So dudes gotta learn to read things.
Read the
vibe.
room.
Be
Read the room.
present.
When you say, "Can you kiss me? Can you do this?" That's gross.
It's annoying, and I'm gonna dry up. No, I agree.
Gross.
I agree.
And that's what I told him. And also, I'm exaggerating about everybody wanting to be fucking tossed around. But people do want people who know what the fuck's going on. And I guess more so, you do have to be able to read a human being. Not everybody is wanting the same fucking thing, but nobody, from what I've walked around and gathered, nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Can I kiss you?
Oh my
Can I
God.
do this? Do you like it if I... There's no woman
it's
alive.
gross.
Exactly.
But in rom-coms a lot, the guy will say, "Can I kiss you?" And I hate that line. It makes chills in a bad
Human
way
beings
come on
are
my
not
body.
idiots. We are capable of reading vibes, and if
Yes.
you get your head out of the goddamn clouds for 1 second, you too can feel what the fuck vibes.
So who do you
Some
think
people
wrote
really
that?
are socially inept though, because like I mean, obviously as a comedian you can meet them every day in the green room, like you know. And so I think it's just like, you know, I feel like I'm more like a regular, like I think we're all regular, especially for comedians. Like we're pretty like normal, but everyone's not like that.
Yeah.
I really think people do have trouble. I mean,
Reading
has anyone ever had a crush on you for a long time when you were like obviously not interested? Like that's trouble reading like someone. And I am like really, I'm really no poker face. Like I'll be like, I don't like you, and they're like,
But that's attractive
still
to...
wants.
Of course, that's attractive to people.
I know. It's like I really am very clear.
Yeah.
Very clear.
But people like that.
whole
There's some people that are like, fuck, this lady really hates me.
I want a challenge. yeah.
Not even that I want a challenge. She thinks so little of me that it turns me on.
Oh God, men are confusing.
Everybody
and so
is.
are women. I
Yeah.
guess.
A whole nother thing. Then,
You really. I
I love
haven't
where
had
both
sex
of you
in
went.
so long.
How long?
Fucking 3 months.
Oh.
That is the longest that I've ever gone in my whole life. Since I've been fucking.
I went 1 year. After my ex-girlfriend was very much in love with this fucking lady, shattered, and I didn't do nothing with nobody for a year.
Yeah, see, I did like 6 months after I
'Cause
broke
you were
up
that
with my
heartbroken.
not this past boyfriend, the boyfriend before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awful.
Well, how long were
It
you
was so sad.
How long were you together with this
We weren't
person?
together that long, but a year and a half.
Okay,
year and
well
8
that's
months.
that's a good amount of time.
But I was fucking broken. I couldn't
Wow.
I couldn't talk to women. I didn't know what the fuck
dumped
was
you
going
out of the
on.
blue.
After a year, I think it's legit.
Yeah, it was
No matter
awful.
what.
You both broke up with each other. Was it mutual?
No, but I wasn't really out of the blue. It was like signs that I guess at the time I just didn't want to.
You didn't want to believe that she didn't want to be with you, and you were like wanted to hold on to her.
She told me literally at the end. She's like, I hate comedy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, God.
to that kind of degree of like, I hate what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll never work out.
Exactly. So you know, she
Was she
wanted
really
a big ass. She wanted a regular type life. Great.
Troll face, great ass.
No, a very
kidding.
a great looking lady. But I was ugh.
Were you in
God.
love with dead ass more than?
I really
the lady?
actually was into the whole deal. Like, no, I was into this lady. The whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
I was a fan of. I was like in love with this person. In my head where I was like, yeah, man, I can see this working for a long stretch of time, which
Yeah.
I don't even really have that now.
Did you ever have the thought of quitting comedy for her?
No.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Wait.
No, you're right. I
people
should have
do
answered
do
as harsh as
that.
I did. But
I
I
certainly
just
know lots of people who have given up comedy for like other things.
Well,
I
those
would-
people should not be comedians.
yeah, I would never. But this is my own psychotic thing. I would never quit comedy for a human. They didn't
But I
even
mean,
live with
people
this
who have
person.
been in it for decades. I'm talking about. I mean, at a certain point, I think there is also like you can love something else. You can realize that it's not going to happen. Like whatever. It depends what your end goal is.
Yeah.
Wait, or if you just like enjoy doing comedy every day and like you just are truly in it, no matter if it's you're doing it for 3 people in a room or if you're headlining stadiums. So,
But I mean more so if somebody was like, I need you to leave this for
Yeah.
me. That would be like, what are you kidding?
Bye, bitch.
Yeah.
When you were with this girl who broke your heart and you didn't have sex for a year, and you said when you were with her, you could see her being with her for a long time, and you
Yeah.
said you don't have that now. What do you mean?
I don't think I've ever open back up in that way. I now, and I always kind of had this anyway, because like grew up without a dad. I know that people can fucking go, you know. So, you know what I mean? I'm like, things change, things become different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where at that time I was like, no, this is
right.
the thing.
And I don't even know if that's necessarily like the aspect you have now. The view you have of it now is probably healthier anyway. Because it's like when you attach to something like that, it's like,
Yeah. What if you guys hit by a car? What if I get hit by a car?
But I mean, you guys, just like being together this long and living together, you have to have some form of codependency. Like it's
sure
you can't avoid it.
Have you ever fucked a lady with a flat ass? I don't
what a waste of everybody's
For
time.
the first time the room went silent.
What a good goddamn waste
The
of
only
all of our
time
time.
Everyone
have
doesn't
anything
like
to say.
asses though.
Hey, I know. This is just me talking. Tweet at me.
of course.
I am just talking personally.
Right.
But a flat? Like flat?
Yeah.
Like a back? And then just legs?
Not like indented, but like I dated guys with flat asses. I'm like, I like a guy with an ass.
I
A
don't
guy with an
think
ass is a great thing.
I've ever had sex with a lady who just had a flat ass.
Yeah, well, because if is that the part of the body you're most attracted to?
Really depends. I mean, waist down, I'm a big fan.
Depends on how that how those feet
But
are painted.
thighs, calves, get the fuck out of
Calves.
here. Big fan.
Yeah, calves.
Big fan.
Legs in general, yeah.
I love them. But
What-
also,
oh.
depending on what's going on, I mean, I'm not one of those people that's like, this is it. Like, the whole thing can be a party, you know?
Have you ever gotten jerked off by a girl using her feet?
Yeah.
That probably happens a lot.
That was a lot?
Has it happened a lot? Like you like feet, like you're into feet.
I mean, I
Right?
like
You don't need it to come.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never jerked a guy off. Well, I did it with my ex for
Grow
7
up,
years.
Krystyna.
Really? I was like, I've done that to almost everybody.
There you go.
Yeah.
Party.
I did
even
it,
if
I
you
did it
don't
with
like
Steven because we were
feet.
just like, I just want to see if I could do this.
Uh-huh.
And he thought it was hot. He didn't think it was not hot. I was like, oh, this is kind of entertaining. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
But like the girl.
See,
but
there's the Benny Hill theme playing. I was like, bam, 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 bam.
I know, but being a girl and trying to jerk a guy off with your feet, you're like just you look.
See, that's exactly what I
You don't wanna fuck
picture.
comic.
That's exactly what I picture.
I don't
I
say
have
that
a
during
velvet
sex.
backboard, so I just lean against that. Like, I mean, like, just you sit up or put a pillow behind yourself.
Also, a man can
A
grab
little
your feet and
lumbar
fuck them
support.
I just
himself.
like, you know the dexterity you have with your, like I can jerk off, you know, but I can't that aim.
I'm not
the
good with
dexterity
that good
of
with
my feet.
jerking off my hands. I'm like, yeah, this will be the same feeling with my feet. Close your eyes. Who knows? Who the fuck's giving hand jobs? Like,
I was
okay,
going to say that
but-
too.
so
We're
I was gonna
not
ask
13
you,
anymore, for God's
Do
sake.
you have any tips for women who want to jerk men off with their feet?
Oh my God. Well, if
Is
you're
there
out there,
things not to do, whatever?
how can I ask this? Is there a lot of people that message you guys and don't know what they're doing in a bedroom?
Absolutely.
yeah.
What the fuck happened?
Well, they're young people.
How old are they?
13, 11 sometimes.
Can I assume that most of
I
them
never
have?
got any emails asking how to fuck from an
well, not
11-year-old.
how to fuck, but like 11-year-olds listen.
Yeah, for
Can
sure.
I assume that most of these people have both their parents in a garage?
No.
I'm wrong?
What do you mean, like the people who the young
In a
people
garage.
are
Perfectly
listeners?
great families. They like Radiohead. They have I just picture like a Christmas morning, like blah, la,
Well,
la, 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 la.
The people who have
How do
perfect
we
lives are
fuck?
usually the ones who don't
You
know
know
how to
what my
fuck.
This is
theory
what I'm
is?
saying.
I agree 100%.
A lot of our listeners are young, and I love. They're trying to like. Everyone's voting, and that's great. But they're
Yeah, vote,
also
do that.
really lazy in some ways. In that, like, you know,
It's like if they want to do
just
comedy.
fucking Google it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like everyone's like, let me sit down and pick your brain. No, how about
Yeah.
you type in www.google.com and then go, how do I fucking give a blowjob like Corinne Fishe did? And then what a surprise, I aced it first try.
Well, let me ask you, how did you learn?
I read
Really?
online how to give a blowjob.
Oh wow.
And then I followed the instructions.
Wow, I just got in there. And it
Me
wasn't
too.
a good. It wasn't.
Me
You just
too.
learned by trial.
There's two ways to do it: learning
Yeah.
by trial or actually looking into it.
Yeah.
Which I think it just doesn't dawn on people. It dawns on me now for sure.
I'll say this: if you're gonna jerk somebody off with your feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
right?
but I haven't Googled that. I want to ask you.
Just, first of all, have a nice fucking foot.
All right.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
Don't have the
one.
nails going all over the fucking place. Paint the fucking foot. Maybe
Really love the
pumice the
paint.
goddamn thing. Do you know what I mean? Don't have any
Do you
band-aids
get
on it.
Do you get pedicures?
I don't. I have, but I don't.
I feel like Nate has stock in like Essie or something. He really loves polish.
Sally Hansen called.
A woman's foot without polish is a man's foot, but smaller. Tweet at me.
I love, like, in the summer, if you have really nice nail beds, like a natural, it's a great look. I
But
think
see,
it's
that's
so
the
beautiful.
thing. But you're still not talking about nothing. You're talking about
It's
something.
pedicured, but there's no polish because it's a matte look.
Yeah.
It's a
just
look, though.
buffed.
But
So
that's
like when you see a
buff.
feet
Okay.
on a poster
Okay.
for something and they're not polished, that's still a pedicured foot.
Exactly, but that's still something. I'm talking
Yes,
about
yes, yes.
nothing. I'm talking about nothing. Don't you dare.
You and my
walk into
grandma
a
would get
room.
along. She thinks it's like disgusting to go out without toenail polish.
Bro, I'm in the same boat. I get called an old man all the time for some of my
Right.
fucking convictions.
I agree. Like you can't like if you don't have your toes done, like please don't wear a sandal. I don't care
I
if you were
agree.
running to the store, run to the store with a closed-toed shoe on.
Yeah, I agree.
This
Thank
is
you.
one
I agree.
reason I'm not into Jesus. I'm
Anytime-
dead serious. I'm serious. Put a
Yo, that dude
fucking
had dirt
shoe
under his
on.
toenails.
But also, like, I'm not listening to a man in sandals. I'm sorry.
Well, when I go out with a sandal on during the summer and my feet are gnarly, I feel disgusting every second of the time that I'm outside, and I should. So
I'd rather
anyway.
see a sock on your foot in a Adidas sports sandal. That's how hard I'm going on this.
Bro, me too. So anyway,
Agree.
polish your fucking foot.
Okay.
Scrub your goddamn foot.
All right, any
Wash your
technique
fucking
tips?
foot.
other than having golden feet,
Well, if you're gonna touch, well, I mean, I don't know.
that's the only thing you care.
Put down towel so your foot doesn't touch the floor on the way to the bed.
Funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't kick it. You know what I mean? Don't kick a dick. It rhymes. It sounds fun.
Oh my God.
So you really can't fuck up a hand job or a foot job then.
No, you
unless
can't.
you have gnarly feet.
I don't know what it would be. Also, I'm assuming that most men would be grabbing a foot and
Oh.
fucking them as well.
Is that what you do?
What is a man just leaning back like
Yeah,
the king
that's
of
what
England?
happened with me.
What are you
Oh.
just
Oh.
got
God,
your
yeah.
arms back?
So wait, so the guy holds your feet and uses it like a
If
flashlight?
yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's
it's kind
good.
of like titty fucking with your feet.
Okay, that's great news.
Bars, yes.
Because I thought that I had to do all the work.
No.
With my feet.
You never have to do all
like
the
I'm
work with
pedaling,
anything.
like I'm in a soul cycle class,
With
but
anything.
it's for jerking guys off with my feet.
Even giving head, you're not doing all the work.
Well, yeah.
Speak for yourself.
I am,
A man's not
Nathan.
grabbing your head and fucking it? What am I,
no.
crazy?
Oh,
Oh, I'm wrong now.
Oh,
But now I'm in the
Nathan.
wrong.
That's
No,
like
we're
my
an hour 5 in, but we're not
my
gonna stop.
number one sex no. Don't grab my head. It's terrible.
Okay, but
Now
no,
that's
that's
real
not everybody.
bad.
That's not everybody. There are
You
some.
just said
Well,
no.
your girl,
No, I
your
didn't say that.
relationship, you've been with women who did they ask you to grab their head or did you just do it and then you
like to be face fucked. What am I crazy?
face fucked is different?
How do you do that without grabbing a head?
Yeah, but yes, so face fuck. Yeah, I mean,
Wouldn't
where's
it be
the
a
line
different-
between blowjobs and face
Wouldn't
fuck? Really,
face
that's a good
fucking be a
question.
different like if I'm calling it face fucking, it's
Face
a different
fucking
angle.
is I'm on my knees and you're standing. You're yeah, and then blowing you. You're usually laying down. You're sitting
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
Oh, no, I
but
blo-
if I'm blowing
That's
you
not how
and
I
you're
blow.
laying down and
Uh-huh.
I'm blowing you, don't grab my fucking face.
I agree with that.
Oh, okay. So then, all right.
Yeah, these are all like, these are
Face fucking
different scenarios.
And when does a blowjob become a face fuck? I don't know. Do
It
you
dep-
say
yeah,
anything?
yeah, exactly.
Or like,
But
how
I
do you
mean,
ease that
there's
one?
Maybe when you
people-
stop putting your hands up and then I don't know. I'm not sure.
There are people that want to be face fucked. I am
There
not.
are.
Yes.
I am not an animal.
I think there's a
I don't
difference
know.
Remember the
between
fucking-
face fucking and giving a blowjob and having the guy like grab my head.
You got to change the words then. You just
Yeah.
gotta like I know like I
know what you mean.
It's
Yeah.
I don't like being fake. That's not for me.
Okay,
But
there you go.
me.
That's a
I'm your
reading the
gal.
room situation
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
You know what I
It is.
mean?
It is. It absolutely is.
I one time a woman was giving me head and I started to like kind of jerk myself off sort of deal. Like just,
see-
and she literally went, "Don't do that." She goes, "Either you do it or I do it." And I was like,
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Okay.
So she never needed a vibrator, huh?
Yikes.
God,
Jesus.
I would be
Wow.
so happy if someone started jerking off while I was blowing them. That would be like Christmas morning.
Well, it's also like a party for me.
Jesus
Because I'm also
Christ.
sitting there like, you're getting blown. I'm like, again, what am I, the king of England? I'm just sitting here. I'm doing nothing.
Well,
I'll
does
jerk
it feel
myself
better
off.
when you jerk yourself off when a girl's blowing you?
I mean, it's just like
just
we're
different.
speeding things up. We're getting
yeah,
we're getting
sometimes
into
you
things.
gotta like you flip it out.
I'm not. It's not the Notebook in there. I'm not like, oh, this is so sensual. I'm an adult man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I pay tax. I'm gonna jerk myself off with a dick in your mouth. I mean, what the hell are we doing?
Right. Are you trying to sell a T-shirt with the I pay tax?
I pay
Or-
tax.
I feel like that's gonna
Tweet
be a thing.
me.
Tweet at me.
What was I going to ask? I was going to ask something. I forget. It was about blowjobs and
Go
jerking
on.
off. I forget.
Have I ever blown a man? No. I mean, imagine.
You've never had a sexual experience with a man?
No.
Besides that one guy you watch porn with. But that's
I
every
guess I
guy.
get- would-
So many guys do that
I
when
guess
you're
that
young.
would be considered a sexual experience,
Yeah.
which is
It
very interesting.
But that's why men have such a, like, especially straight men, have such a narrow vision of their own sexuality. Because yes, I do think that's a sexual experience. Doesn't mean you're gay. Doesn't mean you're bi. It's just like a thing, and who cares? I'm not saying you care, but I'm
No,
just,
I've said this before to people that I really do think one day people are gonna go, Grandpa hasn't even sucked a dick. I really do.
That would be wonderful because
No, that will happen. And I'm not saying that in any kind of like, they're taking our jobs. Just in the way that like...
I would love to date a guy who sucked a dick,
Since
to be honest.
I've met women who do not at all. Serious. I know a woman who went on a date with a guy who was like, hey, I've been with men. And she was like, I'm out.
Hey, and that's maybe a preference. I don't know.
Sure, that's what it is,
I think it's really sexy and that's my preference. But also, I've eaten girls out and I'm not...
Again, it's
bi-curious maybe, but I'm just a sexual person.
I have had this argument with straight men too, because there's a lot of straight men, like I guess like uber straight, who are like, oh, dick, blah, blah, blah. The dick is not the worst part of a man. It's not. I've had this argument with people.
It's his brain.
Foot's a bad one. Funny.
I don't like when
Butthole's bad. Like if I had the option, it's like, yo, you gotta suck this man's foot.
Yeah.
His dick, or I'm like, oh my god, give me the dick. Like there's you know what I mean? There's a lot other. The shape of a man is disgusting to me. The whole fucking ugh. Like
but if a guy's ripped, you think that's gross?
No. Okay, this
You're thinking of like a fucking frumpy Homer Simpson guy.
like a man, like a regular man. It's like I'm a man, like
the average
man.
dude.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
the average woman is gross too by those standards.
Sure, we're
The
all
average
disgusting.
person is fucking nasty.
They are. Wendy's eating fucking monsters.
Yeah.
A gay guy. I was talking to this gay guy one time, and we were just talking. And then he asked me. He goes, "What? Why are you not gay?" This just is like. He was like, "Why? What is it about a woman?"
Yeah.
And I had to think
Because he
about
didn't get it, I'm sure.
Yeah, he goes, because I'm into men. He goes, I like the whole thing. And I go, I had to think about it. I go, it's shape. That's what it is. When I look at a man, it's just a box. There's nothing there. A woman has a shape. Do you know what I mean? And that's the whole thing. And he was like, what about like a trans woman? I go, I mean, what did I say? I said shape. Shapes.
Right.
So if I see a woman has the shape, then this woman has a dick. Mm-hmm. I'm a man of shapes.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes. So you would still be attracted to that trans woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
You got the shape?
That makes total sense.
What am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
but there's some women who are
you
frumpy
having
as fuck.
sex
Sure, exactly.
with a trans woman who has a penis?
If
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Look,
I mean,
if
that's the
we're-
thing, because I think that the dick is also a shape.
Yeah, but the dick is not the worst part of a man. So if it's a woman with a dick,
I'm truly curious.
Right.
a
But if
woman
it
with
was-
a dick. Now look, I'm not.
So a trans woman, yeah.
Yeah,
get it, yeah.
you're out there. You meet somebody. Turns out, it's a gorgeous woman, shape, everything with a dick. I'm an adult man. I pay tax. If I was 17, I might have a different answer for you. I might be like, no,
yeah.
blah blah blah. 33, bro.
Yeah.
Put it in my mouth. What are we doing?
Yeah.
The iPhone ain't getting better. Do you know what I mean? So let's party before I'm dead. And again, I'm not saying this any kind of way. I swear, I really do think every single person will have blown the opposite sex or whatever the fuck. Like one day that's just gonna be such a regular thing.
Right.
Back to when like the
We're not gonna be
Romans
so obsessed with sexual orientation.
Yeah, back to when like the Romans were fucking, you know what I mean?
They're
Watching
fucking kids,
tigers
but yeah.
fighting. Well, maybe not all the way to kids.
Yeah.
Watching tigers fight, blowing their best friend, fucking their wife.
Yeah.
Like things were just
They're
a
just getting
goddamn.
along.
Yeah, everybody's just partying.
But see, the same way as like people are fighting so much for like gender fluidity, that's great. But it feels kind of like I've tried like these things, and I really don't like sexual experiences with women. They're just like really not for
You don't
me.
have to.
Yeah, but so I'm saying, but I feel like it feels like, oh, everyone should just do this. So it feels like just as I try to be respectful of people's fluidity, like I think people have to be respectful
of
of like
straightness.
I'm just a straight woman and it's really boring and that's all there is. Like it's not more. I feel like very much a woman.
Yeah.
And I feel very straight.
Well, same in the way that my friend is like, I don't want to be with a man who's been with a man. It's allowed.
Yeah,
It's allowed.
Because I do. I
Absolutely.
like when guys have, because I just like that they told me. I think it's like cool that they told me and that
Yeah.
they feel comfortable about it. It's not like I like love them like fucking dudes all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe like once, that's fine. Because people have told me that a couple of times actually on dates. People who have become like serious boyfriends. But yeah, like I mean, Billie J's a great kind of like thing for me to judge off of, because Billie J woman is my ideal woman, like a Suicide Girl, Snow White, pale, dark thing. That's exactly like the kind of woman I like look for in porn, and I'm super specific. Like it has to be that kind of a girl, and great dick, and I love dicks, but like together doesn't work for me, because those things have to be separate.
Yeah. Okay. I get what you're saying.
And so I mean, it's just great that I can like use that. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, because I've really, really looked into it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah.
And I don't think I'll
But
say
that's
this.
good. You interrogate your desires and you know what you want.
And I don't
Yeah.
think you have to look into it. I'm not saying
I
that
did
you,
just because I was
No, sure.
Just to
I'm
do it.
saying as a human being, if
Yeah.
somebody's like, I'm not gay, and somebody's like, well, how do you know? I know.
Yeah.
I don't need to blow a fucking trucker to understand that I don't want to blow a trucker.
Right.
There is a huge level of like.
You
Some
have
people,
to be open to every new experience, and fuck you're a bigot if you're
yes.
not.
And I'm
It's
open
really
to
annoying.
you do whatever the fuck you want, but calm the fuck down when it comes back the other way.
Well, that's a thing. I think if everybody
That's my point,
just
yeah.
minded their own goddamn business and they go, if you want to fuck dudes and girls, great.
But
if
we're
you just
too-
want to fuck chick, cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't care.
but we're
Do
too
it.
old because the younger is going to be very much.
You have to need all these,
Yes.
and that's fucking bullshit. And that's a
Yeah.
goddamn shame. And
Yes.
and hey, young people listening, don't fucking do that. Just
It's gonna
fucking
fuck some
enjoy
people
yourself
up.
and enjoy other people and celebrate their differences and what they want and don't want. Fucking
Well, I
enjoy
think
yourself.
sometimes it also can be more confusing. Like then on the flip side, you can think, well, something wrong with me because I
Yes.
only like one thing.
Exactly.
And so you can do it on the just as people have felt strange for being gay in the past and still do, just like not in New York City. But
I would hope though that people would. I think that's a very sensible question to ask. Like, oh, is there something wrong with me because I don't like? But then you go, oh no. there's
Yeah.
not.
But in a school, it would be very hard. It would be hard.
Yeah.
If you're a young person who's like, look, you got to be non-binary, genderqueer, pansexual, and you go, I like women, and they
Yeah.
go, not good enough.
Right.
You go, well,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I supposed to fucking
Right, it's
do?
like everybody hating on straight white men, and I'm like, okay,
The
all right.
evil of the evil.
Yeah.
The worst. Ooh. I've been a straight white man this whole time. You guys know that, right?
Oh my god.
Tweet at me. I pay tax.
I bet someone didn't know where Nova Scotia was, and they were like, "What color is he?"
Nobody knows where the fuck it is.
Where can we find you online? What would
Oh
you like
my
to promote?
God.
You've been plugging your Twitter, but you've been really blue balling us because we don't know the
Just been
handle
yelling,
yet.
"Tweet me."
It's at Nathan Macintosh, Macintosh. Instagram is the exact same thing. Website, nathanmacintosh.com. And I got a podcast myself called Positive Anger. You can check out. It's me yelling about things.
Man, people are probably like, that's the most perfect podcast for this guy.
Yeah.
It's a happy man yelling about things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like it.
Yeah, that's been great. I mean, thank you guys so much for having me. This was so much fun.
Yeah, and you're performing in all the time. You're at the Cellar a lot. You're
Yeah,
at,
I got dates on my website next week. I'm going to be in Grand Rapids at, Dr. Grin's.
yeah. Plug the cross country dates.
We like
have a
when
lot of
people
listeners.
support live comedy. People
And they
come
do.
see you.
Our listeners are fucking fantastic human beings who support live
Well,
comedy.
I've
and I'm
done
really proud of that.
your and Wendy's show.
Oh, Glamour Pussy.
And
Yeah.
yes, I mean that is packed with fucking people who goddamn well want to be there. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm at the Cellar a lot. Dr. Grin's next week, and I mean on my website it has all my shows and
Dr.
stuff.
Grin's might be my favorite comedy club name of all time. I've never
Right.
heard of that club, and
neither.
I love it.
Can I tell you it's a gorgeous place, and also Grand Rapids is a great city.
I like Michigan in general.
Me
wanna
too.
go.
It's
I
Canada.
want to go to Detroit.
It's Canada.
Well,
I mean,
it's Michigan though.
But it's Canada.
like
They say
Michigan.
pop. They're very
Aw.
nice. Michigan is
they're
like
nice. It is Canada.
It's close. You know what I mean?
I like Michigan. a lot.
Me too. Big thing.
Thank you, Nate, for coming on.
Thank you so much for listening, everybody. This has been Guys We Fucked, the anti-slut shaming podcast. We'll talk to you next Friday.
Two in the gash, one in the ass, two in the meat, and one in the seat. It's the shocker, you're gonna rock her with the shocker. So open up, baby, let the sun shine in. Two in the cut, and one in the butt. Two in the mitt, and one where you sit. It's the shocker, you're gonna rock her with the shocker.
Today's show is sponsored by Talkspace, the online therapy company that enables you to improve your mental health from anywhere at any time. Get matched with a licensed therapist from over 2,000 choices and message them whenever you need to. No commutes and no judgments. For a special offer for our listeners, visit Talkspace.com/GWF and use code GWF to get $45 off your first month and show your support for the show. Talkspace, it's therapy for how we live today.